bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí o ní gbogbo bí tá bá wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Mo kí wa pé ṣé Monday ti lọ dé bó ṣe jẹ́ kó lọ àbí ó sì ń lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tí. It's been a very busy day so far. Èní ní ọjọ́ kẹjọ oṣù kẹrin ọdún 2024. Mo kí wa pé ṣé Nàìjíríà ò treat wa badly. Àwa tí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń fẹ́ Nàìjíríà, ṣé Nàìjíríà ò treat yín badly? Ṣé Nàìjíríà fún yín ní ẹ̀tọ́ yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí aráàlú? Àbẹ́ẹ̀kan jẹ́ káwọn olóṣèlú máa parọ́ fún yín as usual. Àbẹ́ẹ̀kan fẹ́ kó olóṣèlú máa parọ́ fún yín. Mo kí gbogbo ilé lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o. Mo kí wa pa a kú ọ̀sẹ̀ tuntun. Àdẹ̀kù bó ṣe ń lọ lọ́tùn lósì. Gbogbo èèyàn náà ló mọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Bọ̀tẹ́ mọ̀ páwa ọmọ Yorùbá a fẹ́ràn irọ́ tó pọ̀ jù. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ bó ṣe ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ pé ìlú yẹn ò lè work o. Olúkálùkù ṣáà ń dọ́gbọ́n sí pé bóyá níjọ́ kan máa work. Ẹni tí ó mọ̀ pé kò lè work gan sọ pé ká má worry. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kó work. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́, I've been busy all day as usual, you know. I have my own other things that I deal with. But iṣẹ́ tí Elédùmarè ti fi kọ́ wa lọ́rùn kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí báyìí. Mo kí bàbá kí tó yẹ lẹ́ǹkan sí. Àwọn bàbá dáadáa. Tíyàwó mi bá máa fi dé nísìn, a lè má lè ṣe láìfẹ́ lọ títí mọ́ torí màá fi fún ní space tiẹ̀ ó ti lọ látàárọ̀. Ó yẹ kí èmi gan ti jáde látàárọ̀, but I've been so busy, very very busy, you know, dealing with my own little things. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Kí n ti yọjú sí mọ́ sí mi gan, but it's been a very busy, you know, ìgbélé wa báyìí. So it's been very very busy. Àti busy jù. A busy tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́, mo kí gbogbo ilé. A kò catch up there ni. Ká catch up briefly. Lè ṣe balabala bolo. Àwọn phones yìí kò ṣe bọ̀ ló gbádùn. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń clean ní camera. Ṣàlàáfíà ni gbogbo ilé wa anyway, tó important jù ni. Ṣàlàáfíà ni gbogbo wa. Nàìjíríà. Àti pariwo tí mo bó ṣe ń lọ báyìí nísìn. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ń blame gbogbo àti Koikimedia àti bàbá Akíntóyè àtàwa campaigners. 4 years ago, eclipse máa jáde léni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Bishop Adesina 16 states. Ó sì máa tó few hours. A sọ fáwọn èèyàn, ẹ má ẹ ká lọ dìbò, ẹ fi bò yìí sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀yà béèrè fẹ́ tọ́ wa, everybody fẹ́ dìbò, everybody ti mọ bó ṣe ń lọ báyìí. Gbogbo ti sọ fún yín, ẹ̀dá wa lóhùn. Ẹ ti ní ká ṣọ́tọ̀, ẹ ní ká gbẹnu sàn, ìbúlẹ̀ ń bú wa. Ẹ ṣe ń bú gbogbo wa báyìí, ẹ sọ wá di punching bag. Àwa tá a fẹ́ kílé ayé gbogbo wa kó wà òkè, kí gbogbo wa lè ní kalẹ̀ láyé tó dáa. Irọ́ àwa gan lẹ bá fi ń ta yín. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Ó ti wá yí everybody báyìí ní ṣe pé ọmọ náà pé country yìí get as it be o. Àkọ́jà oríṣiríṣi wèrè láyàwó ẹ̀, ó ṣàṣì wẹ́wẹ́, ó ṣàṣì 200 pieces, ó sọ dẹ́rùn, ó kó sínú bag, ó ti fún ní life imprisonment. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa gbé. Mo ń gbọ́ Vantage lọ́wọ́ nísìn, you know, sọ̀rọ̀ nípa economy India, bí climate change ṣe affect wọn ní India. So mo kí gbòòwò ṣá, owó bàbá dá mi Dizzy Mamuke ìyábà ó ní ní sáwọn Boko Haram ló wà lẹ́yìn mi program tí mo ṣe níjọ́ Saturday kan ni over 12,000 people ló ti wò náà tí bá calculate gbogbo àwọn tó ti wò close to over 25,000 people ló ti wò fídíò yẹn tí mo wọ military camouflage kò tí pé 24 hours gẹ́gẹ́gbẹ́ oríṣiríṣi tútù ṣẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà report of terrorist attack this we're just gonna be telling people this. Mo kíyà mi First Bank èyí tẹ́ ń bẹ àyẹ̀wò ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí gbọ́yìn girama o wàhálà ń pariwo wọ́n ní Yorùbá Nation Youth Conference ó ń bọ̀ gbogbo ilẹ̀ tí máa rí flyer yẹn London 10 2 days from now gbogbo media ló máa transmit live láago 6 same time láwa pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà nísìn it's just 7:10 àwa náà máa vote láìpẹ́ ní UK à ń pín May 2nd lọ máa vote àlọ́ tẹ̀ka fẹ́ tó fẹ́ gbogbo àwọn kánsẹ́lọ̀ tó ṣe dáadáa á lé wọn dànù so conservative chances wọn slim gan they have been there for too long ti bà gbogbo ẹ̀ jẹ́ so mo kàn ní kí n kàn wá share lose everybody ni o we are not on a full broadcast so we don't ṣe program tẹ bá ti rí tí mo relax báyìí kò ṣe full program kàn wá ṣẹ́fẹ̀ tèmi àsìkò ẹ̀fẹ̀ wà àsìkò iṣẹ́ wà àbí bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn mo kí àwọn ìyàwó mi mo kí àwọn ọmọ mi mo kí bàbá kí tó yẹ dáadáa Sadiq Khan has to go kò fẹ́ lọ ọyẹ ń ṣe láyé ló ń ṣe lọ́rùn òun náà fẹ́ lọ Sadiq Khan náà fẹ́ lọ ilé ayé yìí dùn gan àfi ti Nàìjíríà nìkan ló ní kọ́lọ́fì ilé ayé ó dùn. The world is a very beautiful place. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ò tí mọ̀ pé ilé ayé dùn gan. Oríwà tó bá kúrò nínú kọ́ńtínẹ́ǹtì kan tó bọ́ sínú kọ́ńtínẹ́ǹtì míì. Àwa rí i pé the world is a very sweet place. Very very sweet. Ó dùn fọ́ lórí. Sórí BBC. Wọ́n ní eclipse ẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ in 8 minutes. Àwọn tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà ló máa rí wo. Àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ sí l'Amẹ́ríkà kí la máa ṣe sí báyìí. Àwa wà ní UK. Àdẹ̀rówó tá máa fi wọ train àbí plane ilẹ̀ máa wọ lọ síbẹ̀. Kudos to girl to travel láti London lọ sí Lagos by road. That's determination. About ní determination. Wà succeed. Ó dà pọ̀ tẹ̀ ní mọ́tò ẹ̀ gan ní accident. So but she went ahead and mo ti rí Sanwó-Olú gbà mélòó. In táwọn máa ń fẹ́ nìyẹn àti kí lorúkọ ìyá Ìkòròdú yẹn Àbíkẹ́ Dábírí. Ó dà pọ̀ ti gbé mọ́tò wọ́n ti gbé brand new car fún girl náà wọ́n dẹ̀ ti fún ní customized plate number. Èèyàn méjì mẹ́ta bẹ́ẹ̀ á máa ṣoríire kò ń ṣe pé gbogbo èèyàn ní ṣoríire Nàìjíríà bọ̀ kò ní kárí ni kò ń ṣèpè kò ní kárí. Lóòótọ́ àwọn kan máa wà lucky at the space of a second you become a billionaire or a millionaire in that contraction. Tó bá tó wà lọ́mọ olóṣèlú Ọbaṣẹ́kì ti yọ deputy ẹ̀ ó ti gbọ́mọ 36 years àbí 34 ó ti fi tù wọ́n lójú. Àní n tà ń sọ nìyẹn ẹ máa fún wa láwọn ọmọ kékeré Edo State olúkàlùkù máa jẹ tiẹ̀ náà ni olúkàlùkù máa lọ. Ọbaṣẹ́kì tó mọ tó ń ṣe wọ́n ti yọ deputy wọn wọ́n ti impeach ẹ̀ wọ́n ti impeach deputy wọn solar eclipse yẹn lọ follow ẹ̀ lórí BBC. Ọmọ ti ń wá o ó ti ń kọjá lọ lóòótọ́ o ó ti kọjá o solar eclipse dẹ̀ kí n gbé sórí bíbá ẹni ṣá bíbá ẹni máa ti rí dáadáa sky yẹn lọ sórí sky news. Ó rà ń pè tẹ̀ ti kọjá gan sef a ti kọjá lọ Sky News Live Sky àwọn yẹn lówó lọ́wọ́ compete pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run jẹ́ káwọn náà dé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà anyway náà wọ́n máa ṣe repeat ẹ̀ solar eclipse òun ló ń lọ yẹn live Fox News ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gbọ́ Fox àgbọ̀n kan tó ń sọ advert ẹ jẹ́ ká advert kúrò 2nd of May wọ́n ní kẹ́ mú ID card yìí wá o ẹni tó máa lọ vote ní London.
On your screen, you did see that totality existing there for about 4.5
everywhere
minutes,
dark.
and now moving on, and we should get a view just like that coming up shortly over in Dallas, Texas. But right there, what you're looking at is the Pacific coast of Mexico.
Mazatán, Mexico. Owó ti dúdú.
I do want to pop up this live image that is coming in from NASA. As you can actually see off to the right side of your screen, that is the image here that does show the sun as it was in totality, but also you can see just how many people are watching it off to the left-hand side. That shows as it did get completely dark. You hear these stories over and over again. It's just dark, it's still, there's no light. You can kind of see that right there on your screen. Humming, crying, they do the same.
Yakima wana sola Mexicana, it is happening. Èdè ló ń sọ yẹn, no English.
And you can see on your screen right now, as we do have the sun coming back out, the moon moving out of the way, and you have folks clapping, cheering, and as I said, crying, because once again, it is a very emotional thing to witness. I saw one over in 2017 in Cookeville, Tennessee, and it was beautiful. Everyone around me just staring up at the sky as they were just trying to pretty much deal with the emotions that they were overcome by as they were watching that.
Okay.
All right, it is now 2:13 on the East Coast.
2:13 East Coast.
On the West
I want
Coast.
American
We're
here.
going to do a quick 2-minute commercial break, but do remember that in a matter of 20 to 30 minutes, we expect totality to start in the U.S., and that will begin over in Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Eyara, Texas. Àwọn náà ti wà ní solar eclipse nínú studio mi. Mo ti wà nínú solar eclipse báyìí. Everywhere ti dark. Rí nǹkan kan náà àbí kí lẹ rí? Kí lẹ rí? Ṣáà rí nǹkan kan for now. Èmi náà wà ní solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. Everywhere is dark. Adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run. Darkness tẹ wà nù Nàìjíríà lélẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì báyìí bó ṣe ń wò mí báyìí nínú àwọn fi fóònù wọn nínú darkness for 63 years. Àwọn team mi send the audio kan wá. Ó rà pé ní abroad ló wà bọ̀ wọ́n complain gan pé how many megawatt ní Nàìjíríà mo start ilé látẹ̀kàn mix it loud. How many megawatt ní Nàìjíríà ní nísìn after 63 years ẹ̀dẹ̀ lọ sí school an engineer I need this I need that after 63 years ẹ ṣe gan ní grammar First Bank ẹ̀kọ́ àdúró tì mí kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín láéláé. And thanks so much for the advice. 3,900 megawatts after 63 years. What a calamity. So how do you want to survive? How? Eshegoni Grammar First Bank. Ẹ má comment o. Torí tí bá ti comment ní sáwọn ọmọ pẹ́yìn ẹni monkey. Eshegoni ẹ̀kọ́ àdúró tì. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation no going back. Àwa ti takú ti Yoruba nation lọ́rùn. So how many megawatt lẹ́rù pé Tinubu máa ṣe kó tó lọ in 4 years? Because kò tí ní 8 years. Please don't tell me Tinubu has 8 years. He only has the first 4 years. How many megawatts? South Africa has 50,000. Ẹ máa fún wa láwọn ìlú tó ní megawatt ká lè máa rí lórí comment section. Wọ́n ní South Africa ní 50,000. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ bá a pín ètò yẹn. Ẹ bá a pín. Call people in. This is the life you are living, isn't it? Mo ní Nigeria is a country tó máa ń pààyàn lẹ́kún. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook ẹni lè gbọ́ audio tí mo fi play until tí bá tún ní spare. Okay. jẹ́ kí n lò látòrí laptop eléyìí so that kí n máa kẹ́yìn náà lè gbọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ n play látòrí laptop àwọn ọmọ mi ni o. Àwọn Odùduwà ló ní laptop eléyìí o. Mo máa ń jí lò lẹ́ǹkọ̀ọ̀kan. Nígbà táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation ra laptop fún mi. So máa hijack laptop àwọn ọmọ mi. Total solar eclipse ó ti kọjá ní Mexico and dúró dé sí New Dallas àbí no Texas láìpẹ́ in 20 minutes. Tó bá ti dé Texas màá release kìíní yẹn. Èèyàn mélòó ló ní printer ní Nàìjíríà nínú ilé yín? Basic things of life. Tó bá fẹ́ print nísìnyí ibo ló máa ń lọ, you go to internet cafe. Wọ́n ti fìyà jẹ àwọn yẹn wá nílé. Èyí politician ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire. Ọlọ́run. Wicked people. Àwọn tó ń pa owó lélẹ̀ nísìnyí Fox. Wọ́n ti wà ní Dallas. Àwọn dúró kí solar eclipse yẹn wá. Fox News.
And again, we also want to remind you.
Remember, we fẹ́ get nǹkan kan lórí Instagram fún wa.
Again, I was distracted by my son's at school, obviously watching, and he had the glasses on. The people that are showing us pictures of your families and you're gathering, please continue to do so. We enjoy seeing you. The sun, the moon, we'll take care of that part.
And how you're experiencing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it's so great that Lori Brown is getting to experience. I mean, we're getting pictures of our children.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tá bá ti dé ibi tí a fẹ́ rí nǹkan tó fẹ́ show wa à release audio yẹn. Mo fẹ́ fún wa ní ilé ọmọ yìí má ti bínú tán ó máa ń lock èèyàn mọ́lẹ̀ nìkẹ́. Stop begging for love, my people. Lock them up. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ló ń kí ló dà sórí slippers yìí? Ó máa ti dà nǹkan sórí slippers yìí. Ògùn fẹ́ máa lélẹ̀ kẹ́. Ó ti só pẹ̀lú okùn o. Ọlọ́run ọba ẹ̀yọ́ ọkùnrin jẹ́ máa ṣọ́ra. Àwọn ọmọ tó wà ń ta nísìnyí ó ti bínú tán. Wọ́n ní hit and run lè máa ń ṣe. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó fi marry anybody mọ́. Obaseki ti lọ gbé ọmọ how many total àríyàn kan fún wa ní Nigeria. I am currently in Nigeria. You are wondering what is going on, Koiki. I am currently in Nigeria. There's no light in my house. I'm saving electricity. I don't understand how to use Instagram on the live show. There's something I want to show us, but báwo mo ṣe máa rí laptop tó máa fún mi ní page mi gangan. Okay, let's do something. Let's go to OLAYOMI KOIKI. Explore. How do I explore my own page? No. It might be no. You know when you're used to the mobile phone, because I hardly use Instagram on the laptop. There's something I want to show us. I'm coming. Okay, here we go. Let's catch up. Let's watch this together. Let's watch this. Listen to this. Nigeria. Hold on.
He was a civilian staff of the Nigerian Ministry of Defense.
Listen to this.
He worked there for 15 years. He dedicated his life to that ministry. He worked in the laboratory. But on the 26th of March 2024, Richard did not come back home. His family was worried. His sister, who he was living with, was worried. Unknown to them that Richard was being beaten, brutalized, battered for 7 good hours. Richard was beaten from 8 p.m. on the 26th of March to 1 a.m. on the 27th of March. What was his crime? Richard loves taking care of dogs. One of his bosses was not around and he was like, I'm leaving my dog in your care. So after work, as usual, Richard went to take care of those dogs. And there was a particular lady living in that compound that is always bullying Richard. Imagine saying Richard and you call him dog boy. But that day, he decided to stand for himself.
Okay.
And he said, I've had enough of your bullying.
Okay.
And they had a little bit of altercations.
Okay.
The lady tried to slap him,
Okay.
and he tried to defend himself.
Okay.
Being a man, he had the upper hand. He did not touch this lady. Because of the whole back and forth, this lady got pinned on the floor by Richard. And he asked her, you would have to apologize to me before I'll let you go. Realizing that she had wronged him, she apologized to Richard, and Richard let her go. He never laid his hands on this lady. Unknowing to Richard that this lady went to get mobilization, so she came back with 5 Navy staff. They came there, and 4 of them, without even listening to his side of the story, they started to brutalize Richard. They kicked him, they punched him, they hit him. I mean, the pictures are there for you to see what 4 people, there were 5, but 4 carried out this inhumane act on Richard. They beat him to the extent that Richard, his bones, everything was so sore and swollen. Unfortunately, on Easter Sunday, his family got a call that Richard had died.
Okay.
He died. He even, to show you how much Richard loved the Navy, how much he loved his job, with the whole bruises on his body, he still went to work.
Okay.
And he died at work.
Okay.
You can see the pictures. That was when they discovered the body of Richard.
Okay.
Swollen from the bruises and injuries he sustained from being beaten for 7 hours. Even if Richard was a thief, even if he stole jungle justice, that's what they did to him.
Okay.
By the same, his colleagues, the only difference is that he was a civilian staff.
Okay.
They did this to Richard.
Okay.
Took away, the person you're seeing on your screen right now is Richard Onimebo. He was a civilian staff of the Nigerian Ministry of Defense.
Continue to defend Nigeria. But I just pray that Nigeria will not happen to you or your family. Just continue. I know a lot of you are good at defending Nigeria. Koiki, shut up, shut up, shut up. Is it because you are in London? That's why you're talking like this. Come back home, come back home. Let's do Yoruba Nation together. Come back home. Did you hear that? Should we play it one more time? Maybe a Godada. Should we play it one more time? I can play it one more time. South Africa, 63,000 megawatt. Egypt, 60,000 megawatt. Algeria, 21,000 megawatt. Morocco, 14,000 megawatt, respectively. Thank you so much. Dizzyman 123. Ibukun. Nigeria has 3,000. How many do you think that Tinubu will produce before he goes? How many megawatts? Iná mélòó ni Tinubu máa fún wa kó tó lọ Jagaban? Do you think that President Tinubu can give us another 3,000 megawatts so that we make it 6,000? At least 1,000 every year. Let's assume that the first year Tinubu is settling down. He doesn't understand what is going on in Aso Rock. So from next year, we expect Tinubu to give us 1,000 megawatt every year to add to the one that is there. Bishop Adesina on him, nothing megawatt. The young man was beaten one nolati 8 p.m. For 7 hours they were beating him. Even if, let me use the word, even if he actually molest, oppress the woman that he was accused, even if he has beaten the woman, in this country, they will not beat him. The UK Navy will not beat him because of what he has done. Rather, they will charge him to court. Only out of the 3,000 megawatt, 2,000 is for the politicians alone. So Nigerians are the ones sharing the rest of the 1,000 megawatt. Don't ask me why the light is not on. Is there light in Nigeria? You can see why some of us are saying, let's get the hell out of Nigeria. But many of you are saying, no, we're not going to get the hell out of Nigeria. Let's listen to this one. The Onyibo, the Oyinbo from Mexico, Mexico, don't call Yoruba anthem and then translate it back to English. Quite an amazing one, right? Let's listen to that. I'm still monitoring Texas, where they're waiting for the total eclipse. As soon as that comes up, I will unmute the mic. Yoruba nation has nothing to do with infighting of Muslim or Christians or our tradition. Our concern, Muke Alaja Inke Muradaya, Akopale Modun, Iyami Basit Ashabi Muturayo, and orúkọ ńlá ńlá tó beautiful tó rẹwà. Yoruba women are very beautiful women. But the country has turned people to, I'm sure you all know what I mean. Let's listen to this. Where is the audio? Sounded. Why is the audio not out? Let me take off money sound. Okay. Not sure why. All right. Let's try it again. All right. Let me go and play it from my ex. And the good thing about Nigerians is that they've been able to adapt since there's no light. They've adapted. Okay. Ọlọ́kadà má gbàbẹ̀ yẹn kọjá kòtò wà níbẹ̀ yẹn. Dáàdì báwo lẹ ṣe mọ̀ pé kòtò wà níbẹ̀ yẹn? Lọ́sàn-án máa ń rí kòtò yẹn. Kí làwọn eléyìí sọ? Let's listen to this until I prepare my own video.
It's going to move on up into areas like New York and Maine before it heads over to Canada. Now, we do have these cameras, as I mentioned, that are all over the country, so we're going to be checking in on those. But I do want to pop up this one right here, courtesy NASA, and it is coming in out of Dallas, Texas, where they have been dealing with that partial eclipse, and it is about to be totality in just 11 minutes here. I do want to check in with some of our folks over on Megaphone. That is what we are using to get your images and videos. And we have been pulling them up here, but if you do still want to send them to us, make sure that you scan that QR code up to the top.
The world is moving forward. We are still here backwards. Mokimo Mimibola Ayoade Odia. Mr. Abe Mokinsa. Shout out to everyone without missing. Terrorist. Nijo last program to Mo military outfit. I think it was Friday, right? Or whenever it was. Do you know that program that I was complaining that Tinubu is releasing people that have been terrorists that are now say they are not longer terrorists, and Jagaban is releasing them back. I'm sure some of you remember that video with my full military outfit. Even people were asking me, why are you wearing military outfit? Why are you wearing military outfit? Come back to Nigeria and come and wear military outfit. Let me update you. According to the nation, killed an officer killed 4 Nigerian soldiers. Are we sure that Tinubu is in charge of Nigeria? Jagaban. She Tinubu lo in charge. Are we really sure that Tinubu is really the one in charge of the presidency? Or is just another weak element? Like that man that had interview with Mayogun some few months back. Tinubu is a weak element. I'm sure some of you remember that video. Are we sure that Yoruba people were excited. Hey, Tinubu is there. Now we have the chief of army staff. He's a Yoruba man. Lagbaja, hey, we have Igbo there. Nafa, we have Hausa there. Tinubu is there. Hey, Jagaba. Are we sure that Tinubu is in charge? Because if Tinubu is in charge, I don't know how 4 Nigerian soldiers injured, and when they say 4, when they say 4, and I know my intel will tell me, sometimes they're very busy. They're all look. Sometimes some of them are in Lagos. I have military intel across the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They will give me the real figure tomorrow or latest in the next couple of days. Mr. Koiki, don't believe that. Don't believe it though. They are more than 4. But let's go with the one that they're telling us here. 4 soldiers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 able men, soldiers, were ambushed in Borno State. Remember, I told you that UK FCDO, Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, say don't go to Borno State. Moki Baba me John Ogundele. Don't go to Borno State. It's not worth it. Don't take the chances. Don't go to Borno State.
Thank you so much. We're going to have much more.
We're going to have it.
Brother,
boy, it's getting dark out. Yeah. Hey, Larry, come on, Larry. Hey, Americana. Hey, bye. Come on, here. I am talking about Nigeria here. We don't have lights. Yeah, get back to you.
Oh, very cool. A lot of people showing up.
A lot of people showing up. I'm happy. Good to see. Hovering. Country. It's just about there. Rudy Koski, where we've been showing you the eclipse. Wow, Lake Buchanan is now completely dark.
Just moments away, we've just got just a little bit of the sun.
Just a little bit of the sun is going dark.
Some clouds that are starting to
wow
right now.
Wow.
Into the area we
wow, you cannot see it.
Just a moment.
Wow. On my 65-inch screen TV with electricity in the house.
We are really
close now. Wow, it's getting there.
You can just see
everywhere is dark now.
The sky
dark.
And there we are.
Here we are. The moment that we have been waiting for. Yoruba nation one day.
Camera up, Chris. I can see stars.
Camera going up.
There's stars that are shining.
The stars are shining. Look at the solar eclipse. It's getting dark. Do you like it?
Right now here in Lake Buchanan.
It's nice, is it? Wow. It's getting dark.
The clouds are actually helping to enhance this moment, guys.
Come on, man. It's getting dark. What's in dark? Total eclipse. Oh. Really getting dark. Houston, Texas, in America.
And here it is for the next 4 minutes.
For 4 minutes.
We are at total eclipse.
Total eclipse.
Over Lake Buchanan.
Loracana.
Some fireworks are starting to go off.
Safari go off. Getting dark.
Kids are excited about the fireworks.
Kids are excited.
It looks like maybe 15 minutes after sunset here.
15 minutes.
That's the feeling that we're getting. And now we're starting to see some of the beating. We're able to look up without our protection.
It's getting dark.
That may be a slight solar flare on the lower portion.
Oh my dark on this so good yet.
Only one star I see.
Hey, Rudy.
Right now. Yeah.
You know, the shot we have on the air right now is spectacular. It's amazing. And you said there are stars out there. We're kind of tight on the eclipse right now, but you can see the stars too, right?
Yeah, can you pull out, Chris, just a little bit? They want to see if they could catch that star that's just to the lower right.
I can see the star
of the moon. Can you catch that, guys? Now?
No, we can't see nothing.
When we first showed it, when it was
Can you see the red flare? Can you see the red flare on the lower?
Yeah.
Right at the bottom there.
Maybe that's a coronal burst or something. That looks great.
Wow, what a shot we are looking at.
And you're right, the clouds
Interesting.
are actually helping.
Beautiful
shot,
view.
I don't know from you guys out there.
Very beautiful
It
view.
looks great.
It's really
amazing.
Yeah, Nicholas Cowie was telling me yesterday how he back in
It's
October.
a beautiful view.
He was catching the annular that took place, the Ring of Fire, and he was disappointed that cloud cover was happening. And then he looked at his photographs in his video, and the clouds actually enhanced the moment. And he's right. It's pretty amazing.
You know what? Of course, stay with this shot because you can really see. I don't know what that is, a coronal mass ejection or something at the bottom. But what about the horizon? Is it dark all the way to the horizon, or I don't know if you got an horizon where you are there? But I heard that
it's the cloud cover. I'm looking back toward the dam now. The lights are on at the dam, and looking back east, and it really does look.
It's a beautiful view.
Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night.
Until you understand what the world is all about, many Yoruba people does not know what the world is all about. So it's making it difficult for us to break it down. Until you feel the energy of what the world is all about, you will not support that crazy entity forced together by Britain during the empire, which they are calling Nigeria. Bishop Adesina sọ pé Yorùbá kò lè yé wọn. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Yoruba is too much for me. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, Mrs. Olúrẹ̀mí Agabi Kilanko said, very interesting. I am watching it live as well. Total eclipse, where everything goes dark. We have been in eclipse for 63 years in darkness. So ẹlòmíì tó bá tọ́nà fún gan ṣe kò mọ yàtọ̀ mọ́, because ó lè rí pé iná ló tàn. You cannot see the difference because you have lived all your lives in darkness. All your lives, you've lived it in darkness. So now that Baba Akintoye say, let's take it to the global, fighting towards the global. Let me check it properly. 1 minute. Let me get it right. Yoruba nation that we are fighting for is a noble goal for the noble. I'll give it to you in a minute. What on the website? The Yoruba nation that we are fighting for. The Yoruba nation, our Romo Yoruba, chooses the noble path to its noble goal. Do you think that Nigeria would ever? Yes, it is completely dark now. Completely. Completely dark now. Pitch dark. Pitch dark. The world is pitch dark in Texas. Dark. Pitch dark like this. Pitch dark. It's coming out a little bit. It's still pitch dark. Wow. Wow. You have been in darkness for 63 years. It's a beautiful view. Yoruba, wake up from your slumber. Wake up from your sleep so that we can start opening the light of the Yorubas like that slowly into the global world with the economy, with the technology, with our spiritual. Christians, we can do more. Muslim, our tradition, Yoruba football, Yoruba Premier League, Yoruba basketball, Yoruba swimmers, Yoruba hockey, many Mukia easy ní gbogbo ìlú America, ní Miami, ọ̀dọ̀ yín náà là ń wò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí, gbogbo Texas, everywhere don dark. Do you want? Some say, Koiki, just let us be more patient. I understand your feelings. I know you are passionate about Yoruba, but let's be more patient. They'll be more patient. How old are you? How old are you? You, where you watch me, where you say one Nigeria. How old are you? Ezekiel Toba. I hope, Ezekiel Toba, I hope you are not Dukbonitiri, because this your logo looks like Dukbonitiri logo. Look, I go check you properly before you go change your name now. Ezekiel Toba. I'm going to go and search you now, because this looks like the people who say they don't declare Yoruba nation. Oh, don't run away, Ezekiel Toba. I don't know who you are. Don't run away. Just stay there. Maybe you can say hello to me. Facebook. Let me look for you here. Koikimedia Oduduwa. Because you're watching me from Koikimedia Oduduwa. Okay, I don't even know. I can search you. I hope you are not Dukbonitiri, because some of you that are Dukbonitiri, you are enjoying my program. But you are not supporting Babakitoye. And you don't support the Dukbonitiri. That with a woman. Ezekiel. If you are not Dukbonitiri, you go collect good stuff from me today. I go pray for you. But make I check you first. Ezekiel Toba. There's a lot of you here. I can't find you here properly. Till I change the logo any. Ma change it now. Kako beshefe no ni. Are you Dukbonitiri? You're asking me why. I'm asking you a question, you're asking me why. You never answer my question, you're asking me why. Are you part of the Ominira 2022? That's the question I'm asking you. Because if you're one of those, you know, you're on the wrong path. That's what I just want to say. I'm not fighting you. I am just saying. Because Dukbonitiri is a 419 woman. So don't believe any nonsense coming from her. But I trust you cannot be. And if you are one of those prophet ni Mujeri. Ni prophet ni lọ síbi tó dáa. Logo tí mo rí yẹn ni ó fi jọ tàwọn Dukbonitiri ni. Èèyàn Ọlọ́run lẹ́yìn, èèyàn Ọlọ́run kì í parọ́. So I'll just leave it like that. Èèyàn Ọlọ́run ni. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. All right, let's come back and leave that total eclipse, because my wife is back and I don't want to be using the TV to disturb her. I'm not going to disturb me now. So let's come back into our program slowly and slowly. Mo fẹ́ play video kan fún wa. The Mexican guy that read 4 soldiers ambushed by terrorists. It is important that we work together for a smart Yoruba nation. I want Wales. Let me give you some of the update from Wales. Let me show you. I'm not using the software, so, you know, sometimes I just don't want to use the software. Sharing Kotoko Sibibai. I know you might not see it properly, but I'll read it out. Sharing Kotoko Sibibai. These are Wales. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, mo ti rí pé yín ni yes. Mo ti understand nísìn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé change orúkọ nígbà tí gbogbo ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ má kí n tún sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀. Yeah, now I know. A máa ń ṣe cross check níbí báyìí bàbá mi o. Mo ti mẹ́ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ má tún sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Mo ti mẹ́ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. They were attacking a lot of people that were doing Yoruba Nation at home. But we will not go into that. All I just know is that one day be one day. One day be one day. And it's all of you. Wales is 4 million in population. Àwọn ará Wales, wọ́n wá ní end London rule. Why do you think that àwọn ará Wales, that they have everything? The eclipse is
red, and they are in a partial eclipse, almost there at totality. We've been checking in with our different Fox affiliates all over the country here, and I do want to bring in Bob Barnard. He is over in Washington, D.C. right now, where folks have gathered here. And Bob, looks like a lot of people are out there right now.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Josh, we're here on the National Mall in the heart of Washington. You see the U.S. Capitol behind us. And just over the last few hours, the crowds have been growing here. And you see a lot of people already looking up because, as you just showed that live image from NASA, the partial eclipse, which we'll see here, about an 87% coverage of the sun by the moon, has already begun. And
let's leave that and come back to our program. Moki baba mi Emmanuel Toba. Àwọn èèyàn ní ṣètò ní tìrì láyé láíláí. Àwọn èèyàn tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation kan kémi tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Hey, shout out to you, Mr. Gbenga, all the way in Ghana. Báwo ni Ghana lálẹ́? What is the weather like in Ghana? Let's come back to Wales. Kí lẹ rò pé Wales, a country or a population of 5 million, why do you think that they want to have their own independent country? They have electricity, they have water, they have good lives, their passport travels around the world. They don't have to compete that they want to go and become England player when they can join Scottish player. Aboromo ye anything. Why do you think that Wales, Moki Mr. Larry Money, Moki Momimi Yadada Olorishola, Moki Shalaku Bodoku, Great Yoruba Nation, Ojotinro, Moki Mr. Banla Olaleye Paul, Moki is silent listeners. Biafra, shout out to you. Dizzy Man 123 say they have good universities. But why do you think that they want to exit? Ìyẹn gangan mo fẹ́ kẹ́ bá mi sọ lórí Pastor Momo Kings. Good night ike. Lágo mélòó. Ìlú wo lẹ́yìn wà bàbá yọ. Tẹ́tí ń sọ pé tẹ́tí ń dágbére fún wa pé good night. Ṣé China lẹ wà ní àbí Australia? Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ń tètè sùn. Òjò àlùbáríkà ló ń rọ̀ yẹn. Òjò dùnú. Kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kó sọ̀kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ká lè rí nǹkan gbé. The only problem is terrorists are disturbing us. Nobody is answering my question. Why do you think that the Welsh people wants to have their own country? Okay, there's eclipse now in Arkansas. Mo fẹ́ máa disturb àwọn ará ilé because, you know, but I'm still monitoring the screen here to my right hand side. Why do you think that Wales, Ohio, okay, Ohio is also going dark? Akim Oluwadamilare say because of their identity. Mokie Alau Baba, only Nigeria is a joke. A lot of people don't know. Good evening, my brother. Anoluapo Moki Ogumola Biodun, Comrade Plan B. Benny Ojo Dunuloro. Waris Jinadu sọ pé the Welsh people also wants to get their identity. Wow, everybody máa mú identity nìkẹ́. Why is identity so important? Simple Rhymes sọ pé because they value their identity. So are you saying that they don't have good relationship as it is right now and throw away their identity and remain in United Kingdom? Is that what we are saying, that is not good enough? Wales wants to go out of the UK, and people that have not seen themselves, Simple Rahim is watching me from Instagram. The person that told us is watching on Facebook as Mr. Akim. Waris Jinadu is watching on YouTube. We have 2 YouTube channels. And 3 of them agree that Welsh people wants to have London rule. They want it to end. This is what I wrote here. End London rule. Okwisi London rule. Simple Rhyme also went further to say they also take pride in that identity. Why are we not taking pride in our own identity? Mokia Aziz Olamilekon. Welcome, my brother. Kilita will take pride in our own identity. Moki Professor Adebanji Akitoye, Moki Gbowosha, Owo Babadami, Moki gbogbo àwọn ìyàwó wọn àtàwọn ọmọ wọn. Kí ló dé tí àwa ní pride in our own identity? Why do we want to save Nigeria? Mr. Timitayo Bakari, only God bless Yoruba nation. Aziz Rahim ni Yoruba nation must stand, no going back. Momaki Ekabos, Daddy Omi, Prince Benga Ajayi. Moki brother me, exclusive 300. Why do we not want to take pride in our own identity? Ṣé Welsh ló yẹ kó máa pariwo kó òun fẹ́ gba freedom? Àbáwa àwa wá ní àfẹ́ freedom. We will keep Nigeria and make sure it works. But the 4 million people, ìyàwó mi wò mí pé ara ọmọ tó mo fẹ́ tán ni Nigeria mo wà lálẹ́ kí ló pọ̀ ọmọdé alẹ́ rìn. All right, let me give you another what I wrote here 5 hours ago. This is 5 hours ago. I'm going to read it out. I follow all this forms so that I can learn and see reason why they are campaigning. In 2023, in last year, you see when we say that taban ṣépè fún wọn, àwọn ilé náà ṣépè fún wọn, but èdè wọn ló máa fi kọ́ àbí English, but Yoruba lèmi máa fi sọ. Simple Rhyme ni, they don't want to lose their history, but Yoruba people don't care about their history anymore. Let the history go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference. This man said we have to redesign and map our futuristic Yoruba nation cities, towns, villages for vibrant dwelling in peaceful law-abiding society with modern amenities. Yoruba identity is the key. Pastor Money, so funny, lent 300 couples plan to get married during solar eclipse in America. Rich in Colomandalara. 300 people wants to get married today. Prince, wọ́n máa ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ níbí báyìí, wọ́n ní Koiki òwò ẹgbẹ́ mi, mò ń kọ́mẹ́ǹtì kàtẹ́mí náà síta. Prince Gbenga ní, good evening, my brother. I had a dream. I saw Yoruba nation flag stand among other nations. Ẹ bá ń sọ àmì lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ fà mí lé lórí. Lágbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù Kristi, ó máa di ìmúṣẹ bí bàbá ìṣe náà wọ́n rí lójú àlá. Prophet Nasirullah sọ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti wà lára flag Nàìjíríà tó ń ṣàn. Bàbá ìwá náà lálàá pé Yoruba nation flag àwọn orin láàrin àwùjọ ẹgbẹ́. We have 195 countries around the world. Yorùbá fẹ́ jáde. Kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ tèmi, iṣẹ́ ọba Elédùmarè. Tí bá dẹ̀ ń sọ pé Elédùmarè, mo really classify ẹ̀ pé Jésù ò sí níbẹ̀, Ànábì Muhammad, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ìta ń ṣe yìí, ìta kọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ ń ṣe yìí. Ọ̀run ti gbọ́, ó ti gbà. Àwa la kọ̀ ń là ń tẹ̀ slow. Simon Ekpa, 58 minutes ago. Biafra, explosion has neutralized 5 members of the Joint Border Patrol terrorists at the Maritime after Biafra Navy fire a rocket at a Universal Energy vessel and the oil company belonging to the Nigerian government. Sources confirmed that the Biafra Navy drove close to the company's site with a speedboat when the explosion was heard. It becomes small. It becomes small. It becomes small. It becomes small. Agent breaking. Biafra explosion has neutralized 5 members of the Joint Border Patrol of Nigeria terrorists at the maritime border of Bakassi Peninsula after the Biafra Navy fire rock at the Universal Energy vessel. Simon Ekpa, that is the picture. They say that they play fire for fire, fire for fire, weapon for weapon. Okudie, Omalano, bass, boss, bass, boss, bass, boss, bass, 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 bassy, 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 bossy, bossy, bossy. Mokiwe went and more. Nigeria must come to an end. Keke of course also say amen. We will get there. Bamidele Muhammad ni onrugbogbo díẹ̀. Àwọn Biafra ti wà lórí M1. Tó bá mọ̀ tán pè M1 béèrè nínú comment section. Àwọn ti wà lórí M1. Let's come back here again. Wales, 5 million population. They are putting pressure every day, asking for them to go. One of the reasons, Mokiyami Bola Robert Ekabosoriyeto, Prince Gbenga Ajayi, Alatele Dumari fi wọ̀nyí, tí Jésù fi wọ̀nyí, torí ẹ lọ nínú tán pè ní transit ni. Èèyàn bá sùn báyìí, Ọlọ́run á fi gègé nǹkan máa fi wọ̀n ẹ́, wàá máa béèrè pé kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé mi ló fi ń wọ̀n. But irú ìyá tó wá dé tó ní òun nìkan lọ́lọ́run fi wọ̀n pé òun nìkan ló ń bá Ọlọ́run sọ̀rọ̀. Èèyàn kan ló ní òun rí tọ́lọ́run fi wọ̀n òun níbi tóun sùn pé fúláàgì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó wà láwùjọ àwọn àgbáyé. Mo kíyà mi dáadáa. Àwọn ìfẹ́ ló dùn. Àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ bàbá wa Olóyè Ìgbòho Òòṣà. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Wọ́n ní 2023 èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ ọ́, ẹ má quote mi o. O lè lọ check ẹ̀ lórí Twitter àbí X. Yes, Simru CYMRU máa follow wọn. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation tẹ́ bá wà lórí Twitter ẹ lọ follow wọn. Kẹ́yìn náà lè máa rí bó ṣe ń lọ. Wales tó bá fẹ́ lọ kàwé níbẹ̀ lénìí àti ṣe statistics yẹn rí 3 years o máa need up to 53 million naira at least. Owó tẹ̀ ti lọ sókè ní sin tó máa jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, because international fee will cost you about £17,000 per annum. But the Welsh citizen are not going to pay. Most of them pay. University in UK is a business center. But now they don't need any more of your dependents. Keep your dependent in Nigeria, but you alone come and study. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí. ìyá wa Ọmọlára Ìyábọ̀ Àjàlá, Mr. Olúwafẹ́mi Adéyẹmí Ṣọlẹ́sìn, good evening to you, sir. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram, ẹ ó ti yé yín, àmàmà lọ́yìn náà náà ti ní torí àmọ́ tó ṣe mark tó ń cut the hours wa tó fún wa ní full hours, but notwithstanding, àṣìǹbáṣẹ lọ, no retreat, no surrender ni. Welcome to the show. Ètò tó ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n. Sister wa tó dé láti London. Káàbọ̀ pẹ̀lú mi, káàbọ̀. Ó ti gbé mọ́tò tuntun fún. Káàbọ̀, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó drive láti London lọ sí Nàìjíríà. Ibi torí pé ó ní British passport ni. Tó bá ní British passport, ìrìn yàn ṣe rìn. Àwọn journey yàn ṣe rìn. If you are going to be doing those kind of things, you must have a good passport. Don't go with a Nigerian passport. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà níbí báyìí náà mú padà bọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ ká tún wọlé padà. Má lọ pẹ̀lú Nigerian passport. Mo fẹ́ travel láti London lọ sí Nàìjíríà. Ọmọ wàá bá oríṣiríṣi pàdé lọ́nà. Ẹni tó bá ní British passport, American passport, yeah, why not? O lè tẹ́rì sí. Kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣe fún ẹ. But if you go with a Nigerian passport and do that, you will blame yourself for that. Actually, lórí Wales is a 5 million in population, but they are demanding that they exit out of the contraction with the union called United Kingdom. In 2023, last year, Illinois, l'America, àwọn náà ti wà ní.
That was a much warmer August day, but I'm glad that the temperatures today are well into the 70s because we can still feel that temperature drop. And the temperatures aren't the only thing. As Mike talked about the character of the.
In 2023, last year, Westminster stole £900,000 Crown Estate money, which they derived from Wales. Come and show your support, our land, our dreams. How do we explain this to Yoruba people? That our land is no longer our land. The resources is no longer our resources. And we are now saying, let us take it back. And people are saying, no, we don't have to take it back. Let's just give it away. But some people in Wales that will not pay international fee, that doesn't need COS certificate to come and work here. Muki Amilen Konsi, Muki Kentos, Muki President Ifelodo, Muki Bugwegbe, Prince Adebayo ni orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá la fẹ́ ní kíákíá. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tí woman yìí sọ níbí báyìí, ẹni tó tweet 5 hours ago. Ó ní ọdún tó kọjá lọ lọ́hùn. Westminster, ẹ ṣáà mọ building yẹn, Westminster. Mo sì mi ti ṣiṣẹ́ níbẹ̀ rí, ibẹ̀ lọ ti retire. Ó ní wọ́n jí £900,000 Crown Estate money gbà láti Wales. Ó dàbí báwa náà ṣe ń sọ pé àwa la ní gold, àwọn kan ló ń gbé jáde. Àwa la lépo, àwọn kan ló ń gbé jáde. Àwa la lómi, àárí lọ. Ṣe rí pé we are in trouble. Àti wọ wàhálà. Yẹn jókòó dáadáa. Ọ̀rọ̀ yóò ó dà ẹ gẹ́ẹ̀tì kan tí mò ń sọ. Ará Wales kò nídìí COS. Kò nídìí COS láti fi ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú yìí. Ó ń gba benefit fún ọmọ ẹ̀. Akalamago TV. Bàbá mi ẹ farabalẹ̀ kẹ́gbọ́n tí mò ń sọ níbí báyìí. Ìlú kan wà lábẹ́ UK ló wà. Èmi wà ní England. Máyégún ó wà ní Scotland. Ẹ̀yin náà ṣàmú Máyégún. Káyọ̀dé Mọ̀lá òun wà ní ọ̀nà Wales. Àwọn ará Wales wọ́n ní àwọn ò fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú UK mọ́. Àwọn fẹ́ dá dúró. Àwọn 5 million. Ṣé mọ̀ kọ́ àwọn máa ní 40 million ní wá? Má kó Brazil mọ́. Àwọn Brazil yẹn ọ̀nà wọn jì. Ní Nàìjíríà 40 million. Akalamago ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Akalamago TV. Máa gbọ́n tó bá ń sọ Akalamago TV. Àwọn ará Wales 5 million, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. Wọ́n wá sọ fún UK pé olè níyín. Mo ní kí ló ṣe?
wọ́n ní Koiki wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ wà bíbá yìí wọ́n náà lè lọ follow wọn lórí Twitter kò má ní èmi kọ́ mo sọ òun lọ́kọ sí bíbá yìí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ò kí ń parọ́ ó sọ time tó post ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe last year ìní lọ post ẹ̀ ó wá ń sọ pé ó ní Koiki Westminster tó join yìí together yẹn ó lè níwọ̀n èmi kọ́ mo sọ o má sọ pé mi ò ìtọ́kọ síbẹ̀ ni mo kà síta o. In 2023 Westminster Westminste kí ló ń pè ní stole stole bí akànmí lọ sọ bí kẹ́kẹ́ òkú kí ló ń pè ní stole ẹ bá mi kọ́ lédè Yorùbá wọ́n ní stole ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò gbọ́ Yorùbá ẹ mọ̀ pé àti jẹ bọ́gà àti pẹ́ ní London ìyẹn gbọ́dọ̀ wà nílùú 24 years Yorùbá ò lọ lẹ́nu mọ́ Àkàlàmàgò nísìn ó máa ń fèdè sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ò lè fi Ìjẹ̀bú sọ̀rọ̀ kí lẹ pé stone òkúta ṣókúta ló ń pè ní stone nílẹ̀ Yorùbá Àkàlàmàgò má ṣe mistake o Bishop Adesina ló jalè ní o olè ló ń pè ní stone o ole kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ lédè Yorùbá òkúta náà ni èmi ò gbọ́ Yorùbá ní easy ti bá kẹ ó ṣòpò easy náà gbọ́ Jẹ̀bú dáadáa àwọn tó gbọ́ Yorùbá pọ̀ ní orí platform òkúta òkúta ló ń pè ní stone a máa padà lọ sí class wọ́n ní wọ́n òkúta Westminster ṣé kí n tún spẹ́lẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí bọ̀ máa wá spẹ́lẹ̀ ní ti bí a ṣe ń spẹ́lẹ̀ ní bíbáyìí máa ní whiskey echo sarah tango Mike India November Sarah Tango Echo Romeo tí bá wọ train láti lé mi máa dé Westminster under 30 minutes train ní abẹ́ underground tí máa ń ṣọ yẹn ó máa gbé mi débẹ̀ ará Wales wọ́n sọ pé ó lè ní wọ́n òkúta wọ́n òkúta èmi wà lè sọ yẹn ní Yorùbá o àṣà àti ṣe nísìn calculator nìyá yẹn ó mọ fígọ̀ Yorùbá dáadáa ẹ lè bá mi kọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n òkúta 900,000 pounds níbo ló ti rí 900,000 pounds Crown Estate ọmọ tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo tó jẹ́ tilẹ̀ wọn ní Wales àwọn Westminster wá gba owó yẹn wọ́n gbé padà wá sí England sórí pé òmùgọ̀ là wá àwọn kan wọ́n ń gbé resources wa àdé ń rí ní korókoró ojú wa báyìí àtúnṣe fídíò wọn bàbá Koiki àwọn ló ń gbé lọ́yàn mo rí fídíò kan ní Benue wọ́n bo gbogbo truck yẹn padé lẹ̀ mo mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan kan náà rí kò ń ṣe stone ni mo sọ o stone ni mo ń sọ o ẹ má mix ọ̀rọ̀ yìí papọ̀ o ẹ jà get it right o stone ni mo sọ kò ń ṣe stone o kò ń ṣe òkúta o ẹ ti gbé gbági mo mass stone kò ń ṣe ṣe rí pé English àwa táwa lẹ́yìn England yìí Queen English yóò dáa kò ń ṣòkúta ni mo sọ èmi náà mọ̀ òkúta lẹ́ ń kọ́ látẹ̀ǹkan yẹn ni mo ń lèmi náà tún pè ní kí stole stole bí a bí ṣe ń pronounce ẹ̀ ló ń disturb gbogbo wa ń bíbáyìí kò ń ṣòkúta ni mo ń sọ stolen tí a bá ní stolen o lè lo stolen wọ́n ní wọ́n stolen ẹ̀ ó yẹ kí n spell ẹ̀ fún yín S for sugar, T for table, O for awesome, orange, L London, E ẹyin egg. Wọ́n jalè ní ẹ wá ń pòkúta lẹ́ ń irọ́ kò ń ṣòkúta o wọ́n jalè wọ́n ní wọ́n jalè 900,000 pounds ibo làwọn ti rówó yẹn Crown Estate tó wà ní Wales àwọn ará Wales ló ní ilẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ lẹni tó ń jalè ìwọ wá rò pé Westminster máa wá ní kí Yorùbá máa lọ Àkàlàmàgò ti sọ pé ó lè ní ó jí gbé wọn ó jí gbé ó jalè so wọ́n ní Westminster èmi kọ́ mo sọ ẹ má lọ kọ́pì eléyìí máa ní Koiki wọ́n ló lọ sọ pé Westminster èmi kọ́ mo sọ àwọn ará Wales ni o wọ́n ní ọdún tó lọ lọ́hùn-ún Westminster wọ́n jalè 900,000 pounds Crown Estate owó which ti wọ́n derive from Wales ìlú 4 million àwa wá sùn kalẹ̀ mo rí fídíò kan ní Benue àwọn Chinese wọ́n bo gbogbo truck yẹn pa 32 ni bàbá yẹn kà àmọ́ tó wà nù ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ń sọ wọ́n ní Chinese wọ́n gégi wa ní gbogbo Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde wọ́n detect oríṣiríṣi nǹkan wọ́n ń wabẹ̀ wá kó sójà síbẹ̀. àwa ń sọ fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pé ẹ ṣe jẹ́ ká gba kínní padà ká wá lè lo kínní ká fi develop ara wa ká wá ṣe politics níbẹ̀ tó bá tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ politics ẹ̀ bàtàmàlà náà la máa ṣe àmọ́ pé láàrin ara wa ni wọ́n ní àkàlàmàgò tí Yorùbá World Media ẹgbẹ́nu dákẹ́ o Yẹmí Fátókí mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wọ́n náà fẹ́ yẹn wọ́n ní ṣàfiwá sílẹ̀ nínú ìyàtà wàyí nínú ẹ̀rípà níná látẹ̀ǹkan ẹ̀wọ́n múná lọ ni ìyàwó mi ò rántí ra ná sílé electricity ti lọ sókè 300% tariff so à ń ṣọ́nà lò kódà mo ti ní kí ìyàwó mi látànà tí mo ti gbọ́ pé mínísítà sọ mo ti ní kó pa freezer nulẹ̀ tiwa náà àti pa freezer nulẹ̀ wa. Pastor Mo, that is why we need to learn Yoruba language in school. Okuta means two different things. Ẹ jẹ́ n sọ fún yín tó bá yá gbogbo wa kí ni a máa jẹ breakfast. À ń pariwo, à ń sọ̀rọ̀, à ń pariwo, à ń sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n ní ká dákẹ́. Wọ́n ní ẹja fi Jagaban sílẹ̀. Jagaban. President Bola Tinubu. Bóun gangan ló máa ṣe túgbọ́ díẹ̀ wọ́n wá ní come máa bọ̀ show wá fìfẹ́ wọn support our land and our dreams ní táwa náà pariwo láti 3 years nísìnyí yẹn ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ wá ẹ súnmọ́ bíbí àkájọ ṣe àwọn nínà wọ́n ní ẹ ní agenda nǹkan tá a fẹ́ kọ́ lẹ́fẹ́ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọríṣiríṣi and at the end of the day, this is where we are now. Tinubu is the president. What is the current situation of things in Nigeria? 10 months that President Bola Tinubu has been in power. What has been the end result? Ẹni tó ní kò sí sound yẹn, bí a lọ́dọ̀ yín ni, bí a iná ti dé ọ̀dọ̀ yín tó tún jáde padà. Ẹ wọlé kẹ́ jáde, ẹ bá ń kọ sínú comment section fẹ́ni náà. Ẹni tó wà lórí Instagram tó ní kò sí sound. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tó lọ wo kí ló tún kọ sí bíbá ilé kan sí. Àwọn ará Wales náà wọ́n fẹ́ lọ. Wọ́n ní àjọṣepọ̀ àwọn àti UK ó ti mẹ́hẹ. Wọ́n ní tó bá di June 2024 yìí ní 2022 wọ́n náà wọ́n máa ṣe March for Independence. Mo bẹ̀ àwọn YSDM abẹ̀yìn pé ẹ bá wa máa fowó síbẹ̀ fún wọn. Kọ́lé tètè ṣe àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ bá ṣe máa padà sójú títì tá bá wá padà sójú títì káwọn tí Tinubu fẹ́ ṣe fún wa. We must go back on the street. Mo parọ́ òun lélẹ́yìí. This is the flyer for the Welsh people. Wọ́n kọ́ lédè wọn. This is their language and this is English. I cannot understand this one, but I understand this one. This one say that by the 22nd of June this year, they are going to march for independence. These are people that are not up to 5 million. They have whatever it takes. They have everything you can think of as a country of their own, but yet they are not satisfied. Why then is a Yoruba man telling us to be satisfied with Nigeria? No, what is your business with Nigeria? What relationship do you have with Nigeria that you are saying we should not go out of Nigeria? Kí ni relationship ti wọ́? Ìyá dáadáa ti wọlé, ìyá mi rẹ̀, ìyá mi yẹn kọ́kọ́ kí ìyá mi rẹ̀ mi lẹ́kún Adélẹ́yẹ. Wọ́n ní good evening, Koikimedia. Kọ́bẹ̀ Elédùmarè kó bá ń wà pẹ̀lú ẹ. Ọlọ́run á dúró tì yín màmá mi. Mo wá fi lọ kí sister mi kan, big sister mi ni. Tí bá ní sister kò ń ṣe bí ẹgbẹ́ big sister. Àwọn ọmọ náà big sister. Ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹwà lórúkọ yẹn. Àwọn dúró ọmọ Yorùbá tó régé dáadáa ni wọ́n. Ọlọ́run bá ń wà pẹ̀lú yín. Ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹwà. Wales want to exit. Scotland want to exit. Yoruba will exit. Ìwọ ọmọ Yorùbá, what is your gain? What relation? Okay, we have relationship at some point with Nigeria. There's no doubt. But we are now saying that the relationship is not in our favor. It is not working. It has literally taken us backwards. It is not progressing. It is literally not progressing. 3,000 megawatts for 63 years. Ìyá mi Fatusi Elizabeth, àwọn ìyá dáadáa. Ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀wà, Ọlọ́run bá ń dúró tiẹ̀. Ó náwó nọ́ra. Kò ń ṣe ní platform yìí nìkan, ó ná káàkiri ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ gbogbo àwa mídíà. Kò sí mídíà tó máa ní ó máa ná ní kọ́lọ́ bá wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. So what we are actually discussing tonight, we are not fighting people that want Nigeria. We are just saying that, are you sure that Nigeria is still going to work? Ṣé ká ṣe phone line káwọn èèyàn pè wọlé? That means pé èyí tẹ́ wà lórí Koikimedia, ẹ má bínú, Instagram. Ẹ lọ join Olayomi Koiki Instagram. Ó ṣì wà live. Let's open the phone line. Ẹ̀yin náà wá bá mi dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Àyè gbà wá, èmi ò kúkú self-employed ní mí. Ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ wa nìkan ló lè béèrè fóònù ẹ̀ nísìn. Do you want your phone now? Not yet. Òun ló bá mi wá fóònù yẹn. For like 2 months, we were looking for the phone in this house. All of a sudden, phone yẹn la fi ń ṣe Koikimedia, you know. Is it nice like this with the light not on? Ṣé ká tọ́nà? Or should I leave it like this? Ẹ jẹ́ ká open phone line. I want people to call in. If you believe in one Nigeria, just call in and come on. I'm not going to curse you. I will give you time to even present yourself. Let's hear what people are going to say. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣí phone line. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣí phone line. So let's end the Instagram on Koikimedia and let people call in. Let's let people call in. It's good that we let people call in so that we can know where we stand. The Yoruba people are saying, now, let us first listen to this. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gba call. Ẹ jẹ́ mú number mi jáde. I don't know the number of Ed. I don't know the number of Ed. Power media. I've been busy all day. Very, very busy. So the number to call, the number you will call is +44 74 04 40 5917. Don't worry, we're not going to bite you. O kò sí sound níbí by care. Ta ló sọ pé kò sí sound? Okay, let's stop it and bring it back again. Ẹ má bínú, wọ́n ní kò sí sound. Koiki wọ́n náà ló ní ká sá wá síbí báyìí. Ó fún wa ní sound. Báwo ló ṣe ń ṣe báyìí? Má ṣe báyìí fún wa. I gotta bring. Okay, ẹ̀yin tá wà lórí bíbá a máa drop yín wá sísàlẹ̀ because the Instagram is literally needs a bit of fire. I'm going to charge now. Hey, 102 today become.
Eclipse at this point. One area that is now in totality, that is Buffalo, New York. I do want to head over to Connor Hansen with Fox News, join us live. And Connor, you can see it is very dark around you right now.
That's right, Josh. Just in the past few minutes, it went to daylight to complete darkness, and we're actually looking up at it right now, and we just saw the complete ring around the sun, the corona there, as we've gone into the totality of this eclipse. Such a cool experience. You can't really tell behind me because it's now pitch black, but we're in a park full of people, hundreds of people. As soon as it happened, everyone was cheering, having a great time. Even a religious experience for some people we've seen here.
Did you hear that?
And it has been cloudy, but
it was even a religious experience.
To show you on our camera, but I know NASA is streaming it as well. We've been very lucky to get some breaks in the clouds at the perfect times so everybody here can enjoy it. We were getting a little bit nervous because it was very cloudy this morning up right until the eclipse happened. So people have been waiting patiently, have their glasses on, have been able to see it at different phases throughout. And luckily we were able to see the full eclipse, which has been a very cool, very exciting experience because this is the last time most people in the U.S. are
are going to get to see this, Josh.
He's going to Canada
20
now.
years, I should say.
In 20
For
years.
sure, and that's quite a long time to wait. So
20 years. Go to
as far as those crowds, I know that a lot of people were expected to show up there. What are you seeing as far as the number of?
Let's leave that and come back. So if you want to call in, the line is literally open for you to call in. I'll leave that like that. Now, mo fẹ́ sọ arákùnrin tí mo ní ó wá láti Mexico tó wá ń play, ó wá fi Yoruba nation anthem, ó wá fi ṣe presentation. His presentation was based on Yoruba anthem. And we're going to listen to that in a minute now. The power of the Yoruba anthem that even Yoruba people do not understand. Katono abi. Katono padani. Abi kashi fisile. Let's go and bring that video because I post a lot of things on my timeline on X. On April, on the 10th of April, there's a Yoruba Nation Youth Press Conference. It will stream on the home diaspora media and the all independent journalists. Make sure you tune in for that fantastic. Now, I don't know whether some of you have seen this, but if you have not seen it, it will be an opportunity for you to at least tonight again. Ashima later download the software, but let's just listen to it.
I'm doing now. It was a dream for me, and now I'm making it come true. I will thank for the invitation to Dr. Sumi Smart. Thank you for this opportunity. Gómìnà wa. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ farabalẹ̀. Gómìnà wa ń bí farabalẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Bàbá wa, ọ̀gá wa, olórí wa. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa orin ìpínlẹ̀ wa, ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo. Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ní òye sí nípa àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ńbẹ̀. Ó sọ pé.
Listen carefully. This was his presentation. He was meant to present, but he decided to use the Yoruba anthem, Tamanka, as his presentation. I'm told he's from Mexico. Let's listen.
Iṣẹ́ wa fún ilẹ̀ wa. Iṣẹ́, work. Iṣẹ́, responsibility. Iṣẹ́, duty. Fún ilẹ̀ wa, for our land, for our soil. Our responsibility for our land, our duty for our soil. Fún ilẹ̀ ìbí wa, for the land of our birth. Ká gbéga fún ayé rí. Ká gbéga fún ayé láti rí. Let's lift it up for the world to see.
For the world to see. Let's lift it up. Ká gbéga nísùúrù. Ó ní ká gbéga kí ayé lè rí. Ariwo tá ń pa Yorùbá nation nìyẹn. Àwọn kan ní no. Pé ká má gbéga. It's from Mexico from what I was told. Pastor kan ló send a similar on those states. Pé Mr. Koiki ṣe ti rélé, mo ní mo ti rí. Ká gbéga kí ayé lè rí wa. Kọ́ má rí wa nírí lòṣì. Kọ́ má ríran wa nírí tálíkà. Kọ́ má ríran wa nírí àwọn tó ń wá peanut. Kọ́ má ríran wa látara pé a fẹ́ gbéga. Ká gbéga. Ká gbéga. Káyé lè rí wa. Ṣebí tí bàbá Akíntóyè sọ nìyẹn tí mo sọ ní bíbá ilé nǹkan tí mo ní mò ń bọ̀ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wo máàpù yẹn ni o. Mo ní bàbá Akíntóyè ní jẹ́ lọ sórí website mi The Yoruba nation, our Iromo Yoruba, chooses àdàníyàn pé a fẹ́ lo ọ̀nà, the noble path to his noble goal. Arákùnrin wa ń fi anthem wa ó fi ṣe presentation. Ṣé àwọn akọ́wọ́ àwọn Yorùbá tó wà ní àìlísìn? They are still hardcore Nigerians, but they cannot see that the world is not seeing us because we have been dipped inside the fake country called Nigeria. So if we pull out single-handedly out as a indigenous people, we will transform, we will develop, we will fix, we will defend, we will protect, healthcare, look after ourselves. We will be paid every benefit. You will not be flying your account number looking for anybody that wants to give what they call giveaway on social media. Because English people, Scottish people, Welsh, that is 5 million, they get every now what they one otide Newport, Vermont, in town monitor. Otiwani Tupper Lake, New York. So what I'm trying to explain is that we are stuck in a Tiko Jakarta Tesiwaju, 63 years. We have 3,000 megawatts. So, okay, how many years do you think it's going to take for us to have 50,000 megawatts? If it has taken Nigeria 63 years, that means Ebame divided. How long has it taken us to get 3,000 megawatts? And how long will it take us? How do you develop business-wise? How do you develop connectivity? How do you propose? How do you put people into what they want to truly be, rather than going to church because omakmi equati vegetable, rather than going to the mosque because there will be sari, toma jenibe, when you can eat the sari in your own house and you will just go and pray in the mosque. Mo dio kan ìyẹn ní ẹbọ lòun fi ṣínú oníṣẹ́ kò bá wẹ̀ jẹ́. Ó ní because ládùúgbò òun àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ tó ń ṣẹbọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gbọ́ ẹni tó fẹ́ pè wọlé. Let's go and take that call. À ń padà bọ̀ lórí ọ̀tá ń bá bọ̀ yìí, ó kù díẹ̀. Let's go and take the call. And it's as usual, Bishop Adesina. Bishop, ṣé ká jọ gbọ́ fídíò yẹn tán délẹ̀ kẹwàá lórí line kò ní pẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ délẹ̀.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé our belief is that bí a ti bí ẹ̀rú ni a bí ọmọ. Ìbí ọjọ́ bí. The way a slave is born is the same way a child is born. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Tìbá jọ ṣiṣẹ́, tàbá jọ ṣiṣẹ́, a máa jọlá. Let's work together. Let's be wealthy together. Let's work together. Let's break through together. Let's work together. Let's make it together. Ìṣọ̀kan àti òmìnira. Ìṣọ̀kan. Iṣẹ́ ọ̀kan. The act of doing as one. Tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń sọ, tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní unity àti òmìnira. Unity and freedom. Ní kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Ní kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lé ìgbà ẹ̀. That should be our driving force. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ìrẹ́. Ìtẹ̀síwájú fún ọ̀pọ̀ ìrẹ́. let's continue in plenty of goodness. Ati Oun Todara, and everything that is good. Omodua Edideo.
Bishop Egbe láti bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ ṣé gan ni sir.
This is an eye-opener. Moman sọ fún yín many times. Money Yoruba is largely illiterate, including the people that goes to school and come. What they go for is certificates, that paper. Few of them understand the nitty-gritty of what they stand for or what they school for. That's why you will see a BSc, a graduate mechanical engineer cannot change the tire of his car. We need to also call a mechanic that he underlook, but he cannot do what the person can do, the skill that the person can do to pay for the service. Now, this is eye-opener because Oyinbo oko àwọn bàbá wa níbi ìlẹ́rú, and àwọn tó kú lẹ́rú lọ, they are not slaves. Àwọn tó wà níbí, the offsprings, the generation that grows into the hypnotism, àwọn gangan lẹ́rú. Now that we want to take back the freedom, it will look it's not going to be easy to just these people are colonized. I want to by they are colonized. So this is an eye-opener. We need to start some internal seminar, seminars, conference, meeting. Now, our target to see our respect so we need to find àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun tó ń believe yẹn. Àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun tó ń believe pé àwọn ló dáa jù wọ́n lọ. Àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun tó ń believe pé àwọn ló gbọ́ jù wọ́n lọ. That is baptized in Yoruba. We have them in UK, we have them in Brazil, we have some of them in US. So we need to look for some of them and let them start educating this with the little they know, with the little we can impact to them to say, let them be the guests to start teaching the old fools that refuse to learn, old fools that refuse to open their eyes to start telling them about themselves. Look at gbogbo àwọn àgbàyà tó jókòó yẹn tó wọ súùtù bẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀bẹ̀. Ṣé ó ní nǹkan tí bọ̀bọ̀ Mexicans yẹn tó ń sọ fún wọn tí wọn ò gbọ́ rí? Lẹ́nu ọmọ Yorùbá dúdú sí abọ́ nítorí dúdú sí dúdú wọn ò ní gbà sí ẹ lẹ́nu. Ẹ bọ́ ṣe jókòó tó rẹ́rìn tó ń pàtẹ́wọ́ fún. As if he's speaking something they never knew before. That is their life. They are hypnotized. They are colonized. So whenever they see something freedom, it's strange to them. Freedom yẹn máa dàbí pé o fẹ́ colonize wọn ni. So colonial system yẹn ló ti bá ayé bí generation wọn ṣe máa wipe off nìyẹn. That's the truth. Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn ọmọ Israel bẹ́ẹ̀. Nígbà tó fi Egypt sílẹ̀, wọ́n fún Mósè ní trouble time nínú wilderness. Àwọn ni ò jẹ́ kí wọ́n tètè dé Canaan land tó lọ because they can't go with that kind of mindset. Tọ́ba dé ìlú yẹn wọ́n máa bára wọn jà ní àwọn ẹni náà máa kọ́ńkà wọn. So they have to settle all that in the wilderness. And at the point, Ọlọ́run sọ fún Mósè pé òun fẹ́ pa gbogbo wọn sínú wilderness yẹn pé òun á raise a new generation látọ̀dọ̀ Moses. Mósè ló bẹ̀bẹ̀ wípé no. Tó bá pa wọ́n, wọ́n á sọ generation have to die in that wilderness. Gbogbo pátápátá ni wọ́n darúgbó náà kú sínú aginjù yẹn. Even Moses himself, a new generation who knew nothing about what they are arguing about, I want to move further. The same thing happened when they are in the same land and they were killing all the professors. The word professors came from prophets. Àwọn tó ń pè prophets wọ̀nyẹn, they are professors. Àwọn mòye ìgbà yẹn nìyẹn, educated people ìgbà yẹn, òun náà ń pè ní prophets. The word professors came from prophets. So, but those knowledgeable people at that time who is trying to narrate the exact way of life, these people, the political side, were killing them. They are killing their prophets. Put them in prison. Treating them anyhow. Until God decided to punish them and scatter them from that land. All the Erusi they were taken away from the land, scatter them. So all those generations were wiped away. Adolf Hitler papasasi wọn lára. They were telling them, go back to Palestine, go back to your life. It's time they don't listen. They said, some said, is anything different between German and Jew? But they kill almost all of them. Our generation too young, storm nípa kíní wọ̀nyẹn. Àwọn ní America train, no race, no padà dé ni. Ẹ̀rí pé jẹ́jẹ́ ni wọ́n rọra wà. Yoruba, this adult generation bá ṣe máa ṣe social media máa sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn. Ẹni tó máa gbọ́ ló máa gbọ́. Àwọn tó ní gbọ́ ẹ̀ wọn ò ní gbọ́. Kì í ṣe pé wọn ò mọ ohun tẹ̀ ń sọ. They have zeroed their mind. Wípé Nàìjíríà làwọn máa jẹrà sí, làwọn máa kú sí. They are not ready for all this. You want Yoruba nation. Tẹ́ bá ń bá wọn lòmí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa rí àwọn míì. Wọ́n máa take you back to ancient history. Nígbà tí ọba kìíní kan jagun pẹ̀lú ọba kìíní kan. Is that what we are? Is that the age we have now? What concerns us with the Ọba Láàfin fighting war with ọba kìíní kan Aláké or kìíní kan? Are we not all one now? We are saying let's come out from that. Is that the reason why you wish to sell ourselves into slavery under a minority Fulani? See, these people will not understand. They still will not. Their age is pinned up with that hypnotism and ignorance. Àwọn míì dẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ òtítọ́, wọ́n ń jẹ nínú corruption àlọ́bẹ̀. There is no opportunity for them in the new era you are planning for. If an opportunity might found kí làwọn máa jẹ́ at that time. Àwọn ti big nínú corruption yìí, kí làwọn máa jẹ́ at that. So they want it like that. See, they will be wiped away before the settlement. So that is the new plan should be to show them the mirror of what they are running from. To show them the mirror of what they are running from. We don't need to come out and tell them what they know again. We should use the people they adore so much as a slave master to start educating them about themselves. Àwọn Arábí mà ló sọ fún apá àjẹbáyé. Maybe they can think of what, but wípé dúdú kan fẹ́ dìde tún máa sọ fún wọn, wọ́n máa gbóyún lẹ́nu ni, wọ́n máa sọ pé báwo ni wọ́n ṣe jẹ́, báwo ni àsí wípé aláwọ̀ funfun yẹn Ọlọ́run ni wọ́n. So
Bishop,
that's what I just say about that. We need to imbibe some strategies. Where we invite some of those white people that are Yoruba embedded to start teaching them.
Bishop, with the
or talking to them. Yeah.
With the spiritual thing going on around the world, there's a lot happening. We can see the solar eclipse. We can see a lot of movement. India is also fighting to become the superpower. China is still holding on. De-dollarization is happening. The world is moving on different AI. Nigeria, Africa, we can see a lot of movement. We saw the new president of Senegal. What is the spiritualness or the spiritual message from the astrology of the way things are running that we are seeing? And there's a lot happening. The climate, the volcano, and so many things. Killing read from the perspective, Mokia Kentos, my sister from another mother. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Yeah, power is changing hands. Each time power is changing hands. We are in the end of age.
Okay.
We are in the end of age. Now the Earth has moved out from the constellation of Pisces since December 22, 2020.
Okay.
Now, between one age to another age, 7 years will be interval.
Okay.
So from 2021 to 2027, a new age will come in 2027. By October 2nd, 2027, the Earth will enter a new constellation called constellation of Aquarius.
Sister me ni Manchester, Kentos Abebi, only the new world order is here already. Something will surely end. Bishop.
Yeah. So that new age is also what the American politicians call new world order. What they are trying to say is that the ideology that ruled the world for the last 2,000 years has expired since 2020.
Okay.
Now, the new ideology that will rule the world is on the horizon.
Okay.
And from 2021 to 2027, you're going to experience turbulence worldwide. Turbulence.
Wow.
Turbulence. You're going to experience turbulence. Either in Africa, either in Europe, in America. You see the Russia and Ukraine. All is about Western, and the new world power is about to emerge. A new ideology to rule the world is about to be a normal stardom. So the new ideology is contesting with the old ideology. That is within the 7 years. So before 2027, the one that will reign for the next 2,000 years will overcome. Are you getting me? Hello? The one that will reign for the next 2,000 years will overcome, and that will be the norm. So what I am saying is there will be more opportunity for African nations to reign instead of Europe, and there will be more opportunity for Asian countries to reign instead of United States or instead of America. And that is the reason of partnership and the reason of conflict around the world. And that is what was happening. And you can see also the reign of the preaching of the church is like the clamor is about going down, because the last 2,000 years is the reign of Christ. So, and Jesus told the disciples, he said, I will be with you till the end of the age. So, at the end of the age, something always happens to judge that age. Saudi Arabia will be in darkness in 2027 August.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a sign of final verdict over something. We are not God, so we can't speculate. So if somebody say Jesus will come, it will be too religious or not. But we know that it's a sign of judgment. It's a sign of judgment. I mean, that journey, I know that if you see what you think is a norm for the past years, a new norm will now start. Nígbà tí ogun Second World War happened, when Adolf Hitler was killing people the way he likes, I won't lose or now, I won't make gun praise here. But after the Second World War, people came together, United Nations was formed. They formed United Nations, and the previous norm that made people to be able to do such a thing and go scot-free was cancelled.
Ẹ má bí sọ mo dìde lẹ́ẹ̀kan briefly ni ẹ má bínú mo ti padà sórí sí.
Yeah. So that such a thing like that will not happen again. So that's what so a new norm will kickstart from 2027 because the Earth will enter a new constellation and they will stay within that new constellation for 2,000 years, for the next 2,000 years.
Wow.
And the constellation of Aquarius, tí ayé máa wọ̀ tó máa tí new age máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ níbẹ̀ from 2027 October 2nd. October 2nd, 2027, ayé Aquarius, so a new age will start. And it will be there for 2,000 years. Now, the meaning of Aquarius ni wípé ohun tí èèyàn bá ṣe lèèyàn máa jẹ. So, ó fẹ́ dàbí wípé àkókò forgiveness is ending with this age.
Okay. Àkókò forgiveness.
Yes, it's ending.
Okay.
Èjì ta ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lò tán yìí.
Yes.
Èjì ta ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lò tán yìí from Jesus Christ to this time is time forgiveness wà bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú Homer is called Pisces.
Okay.
The age of Pisces. So forgiveness wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay.
Forgiveness wà nínú àwọn icon yẹn including tabarika lọ sínú astronomy I will take more time but let me just round it up that wípé is forgiveness wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ wo àwọn preaching àwọn onígbàgbọ́ wọ́n máa ń wàásù nípa ìdáríjì náà because it's part of the age but the new age that is coming which is Aquarius from 2027 October 2nd. Kò sí forgiveness níbẹ̀, ohun tó bá ṣe ló máa jẹ.
Okay.
It's like balance of judgment. What you want is what you take. Nobody pities you for what you deserve what you do. That's all. And that is what that age entails.
Okay.
Only àwọn kan ṣe máa ní kó máa gbàdúrà fún pé iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wọn máa tẹ̀ wọ́n lẹ́yìn. It is the age tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó bá ṣe ló deserve. Nǹkan tó bá ṣe ló dictate status ẹ̀. That is that age. So far. Kò sí oore ọ̀fẹ́, kò sí forgiveness in that one. And that omen, that ideology is on the rising. Is on the rising.
No grief for anybody for 2024.
No grief for anybody. So the ideology is already set already. The new world order is already there. But he's fighting with the old ideology, which is about wiping away while the new ideology is coming out. So the new ideology will finally conquer and will kickstart from 2027 October. That is how ages reign and ages come. And that age will go like that. That's what will be the norm of humanity on earth for the next 2,000 years.
Okay.
So that's it.
Shegoni, that was our regular. Thank you so much, Bishop. You can add yours as well, and you can also contribute as we take us to the let's say the final lap of the program. We're just about 2 hours into the program. We've been enjoying the solar eclipse. We can bring our mind back out of that, and we can then focus on some other areas of the self-determination. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. As I continue to use my platform to bring the conscious minds of Nigerians on the reason why it is on the best interest now for everybody to start talking about how we should bring a better countries, nations out of what is known as Nigeria. But many of you do not want to accept it because you have been fooled for a very long time. So, and as you know what we do, we go straight to Babakitoye, what he asked me to be using to enlighten Nigerians on more reasons why it is important that we leave now before it might be too late. Nigeria has literally come past its due age. It was never meant to be one. The English or the colony forced Nigeria to be one. And we don't have to be one. We don't literally have to be one. And we will not be one. But what we need to be doing is, preparing Nigerians for the future. It might happen tonight. It might happen next year. It might happen in another few years. I don't have a date and time. But what I know is that Lai Mohammed tried his best by telling Google, because YouTube is owned by Google, to take me down in terms of my platform, because he knew that my platform was used to enlighten and educate many Nigerians back home. And Lai Mohammed has done his own and is gone. So you can see how Eledumare, is very good. Eventually, Awala Jakara Lai Mohammed. Eminimo Jakara Lai Mohammed, because Lai Mohammed wanted to make sure that nobody hears me anymore. Nobody hears Lai Mohammed anymore. I know he's still existing. He's somewhere, but we don't know where he is. He has done his 8 years and is gone. And I can see my screen very well now with my 65-inch screen TV. Oh, yes, Bishop Adeshina took us to another realm, Abdurrahim. Understand that realm. It's a deep one. And if you don't have an open mind, you'll probably not even know what Bishop Adeshina was talking about. So my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. I am not new to many of you, but some of you that are coming in that probably comparabolating my platform is not like you want to stay here. But life, decide to be careful with your comments and be careful that this platform does not expect you to disrespect people that want to out of Nigeria. Muki brother me, ayo, yomi eshegon ebomi. So please, when you come on this platform, you don't have to be here, but I can curse your father, your mother, Manu Esile, and then I'll block you. Okay, I'm a militant as well. You know, when I put on my military outfit, which I can go and change, and that will even be more stronger, because your Nigerian military is a joke, okay? It's a complete joke, because I don't know how intelligent gathering is no longer workable for its security. The only thing DSS knows how to do is to run after innocent Nigerians. But the goats don't sari to ba de ara ogiri kilo ma sele ayoju pada oro yen o nbo nijo kan. So let's use the last 1 hour to again educate us about what Babakito is saying. And we're going to be dealing with the part 2. We've dealt with the part 1.
we're dealing with the part 2 now. We are not loving the program, neither are we sharing it. 96 people are watching me on Koikimedia, 101 people. Only 23 people have just thumbs up. Let me explain. Number one, I am not making any money from at least my Koikimedia that has 40,000 followers. So don't think that by telling us, I want power on YouTube. Look, àwọn ọmọ mi níbí báyìí àwọn program tó máa ń wò èmi náà máa ń wò nígbà míì I ask myself bóyá kí n kúkú máa ṣe irú àwọn program yẹn bóyá màá lè máa rí traffic màá dẹ̀ máa dẹ́rìn pa àwọn èèyàn màá dẹ̀ máa make owó because sometimes I look at the videos that these children watch and you say 1 million 2 million views and you ask yourself kí ni nǹkan tó ń ṣe nothing more than just making people laugh. But I am not here to make you laugh. I am here to sometimes make you cry and think deep. Because I know that when I'm serious, which I'm now, right now, Yoruba Nation, kò ń ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀, kò ń ṣeré. A lot of people always use the word, I will not use that phrase. I will say that many people died when Buhari was in power for 8 years and Yemi Osinbajo. The numbers of people that have died in Yoruba Nation, in terms of Yoruba Nation, boya in the hands of the Nigerian government, and probably even those that died naturally, they are not up to 100. They are not up to 50. But those that died, they are more than 100 if they were alive, because those are one person multiplied by 99. So we can only pray for their souls. So when people say, hey, I want your people to Yoruba Nation, no, please, okay? Don't exaggerate all that. We have the numbers. They are not up to 50. Both from the military, the Nigerian government, and those that died naturally. But those that died in the 8 years, those that have died in 8 years of the failed government that most of you supported, that most of you love, to Buhari ti gbé love law, according to one of our brothers. Buhari ti gbé love law, pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gan. Most of you supported it. But today now, support Buhari more, to support Tinubu, because Tinubu is a Yoruba man. Whether his records doesn't have clean or whatever, at least Oshi better do Buhari law in terms of, you know what I mean. But we are now speaking to President Tinubu. It's up to him to listen or not. Tokyo_778. Buhari took the love of Yoruba people, and Tinubu brought pain in the lives of Yoruba people. Listen to this guy. I thought 3 years ago when I was here shouting that
tó bá jẹ́ ogun la máa jà ẹ jẹ́ ajá ogun yìí. Look, I can't leave my children to come and be doing Yoruba nation in another 30 years. It's possible. I don't know about you. I mean, I cannot allow my children to come and sit here and be shouting Yoruba nation and take over from their dad. I don't know about you. I love you too, my brother, Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa, bàbá mi dáadáa, bàbá wa Adétọ̀nà, Ahmed Demola. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Lagos Ibadan Expressway 20 years wọ́n ṣèkà fún wa. Àwọn governors wá ṣèkà fún wa. Kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n fún wọn lówó. Gbogbo wọn ló ń gba owó every month tó ń share federal allocation. A mọ̀ pé Ọbásanjọ́ olórí ajá ó refuse láti ṣe títì. Let's hope that Tinubu will at least allow them to fix Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Ó ti wà ní calm down 4 years lónìí. We can build a Yoruba nation that will become very powerful. Tó máa compete pẹ̀lú àgbáyé, the world. Mr. OLAYOMI KOIKI, we are now buying pure water is 400 naira from the Moto in Abuja Airport Road. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ní parọ́. Ìnira pọ̀. Okay, let's ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọlúàbí, èmi àtẹ̀yin, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń support APC. Okay, kí ni expectation yín látọ̀dọ̀ Tinubu? Maybe I should start from there. Kí ni expectation yín pé by the time tí Tinubu bá máa fi ṣe tán, kí ni expectation yín? Mo kí Mr. Ọládélé Ọlámilékan, mo kí ọgbẹ́ni tá wà ní sókà. Ẹ kú àdúró tí bàbá mi olóyè Ìgbòho. Látẹni tó ń dáná, àtẹni tó ń rán níṣẹ́, àtẹni tó ń rán rẹ̀ níṣẹ́. Ẹ ṣé gan ni brother mi Ayọ̀. Wọ́n ní pure water nísìn láti inú mọ́tò ní Abuja Airport Road 400 naira ni. Tí Tinubu bá máa fi parí government ẹ̀, by the time President Bola Ahmed Tinubu complete his tenure of 4 years to start with, what is the expectation that you want from him? I know some of you still believe in one Nigeria. Don't worry, I will not curse you. I will just read it and I will just try and see what we can. You innovate. The other one, you innovate. Òun àti ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ máa ń wò mí ní Nàìjíríà. Kọ́lọ̀ bá ń dúró ti gba àwọn ọmọ wa nílé. Àmọ́ ọmọ mi ṣe jẹ́ ẹ kúkú mọ̀ pé mi máa ń láì practical ní ọkùnrin. Ó ṣe ìjẹun tán ni. Òun tó kéré ẹ̀wọ̀. Ṣẹ̀rí hàn. Ohun tó jẹ lélẹ̀. Tíì lélẹ̀. Tíì. Can you see it? Tíì. Kò mú tán. Àti brooch bread. Ó ti sá lọ sókè. Tí yẹn ṣe wọ́n. Ntí ìyẹ́ lẹ́ǹkan tí mo lọ sókè. Ó ní kí n jọ kí n bá wọn plug omi. Mo ṣe máa lọ dáná stove, dáná gas. Mo kàn lọ plug omi. Àwa náà sanwó electricity. Àtàárọ̀ níyàwó mi ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́. Ó ṣe wọlé. Ẹ ṣáà rí nígbà tó ó kanra wọlé ni o. Mo kàn rọra ẹ̀mọ̀ pọ́pọ́ àti ìyàwó. Èmi náà kọ́ra lórí kò ní ó ṣáà rí pé mo wà lórí program fún máa fi mí pa ni. Èdè mi lè bá lé. Aṣọ tó sá síta yóò ti pa. Èmi náà lórí kò ní. Ó ní káṣọ wọlé ni. Mo lè sọ̀rọ̀. Kí ni mò ń wò báyìí? Mo ń wò bí ẹran orí rẹ̀ sì. Ẹ ṣì máa ń fẹ́ ẹran jẹ ráìsì ṣàtẹ́bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn oníbùkà. Èlò ló ń tẹran nísìn. Àníyà ń jẹ wá sẹ́ ní Nàìjíríà. Tí bá pè nísìn pé kó wá jẹ, á ní òun jẹ. Ìyẹn ò wá ní pé tí kò báyìí tí sùn, tó bá tún máa fi di bí 10, ó lè tún lébi ń pa òun. Eléyìí tó ṣe nísìn, ó wà láì ó sì wọ́n mú mi lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Ṣé wọ́n? ẹni tí mò ń fẹ́ fáwọn ọmọ tí náà nílé nìyẹn wàláì tàláì sọmọbìlà ìlàsílà hùwà kò ń ṣe tèrè kò ń ṣe tẹ̀fẹ̀. ìwọ náà tó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe pé òun gba 30,000 naira mo kí ẹ brọ́dà mi Ayọ̀mí Kúndámíjù àti mọ́nítọ̀ gbogbo tó ń lọ l'Amẹ́ríkà ẹ̀ má tẹ̀sí wa lójú àwa náà ti wò látàárọ̀ ní bíbá sórí tí wọn náà bá lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe minimum wage tó ń san fún yín 30,000 naira tó ń gbowó gidi wàláì ó yẹ kó máa sanwó gidi fún wa. ìgbè ní comedian mo ṣeré ògbójú ni mo lò fún ìyàwó mi àti òdílé nǹkan yẹn nígbà tó ní àkàṣọ wọlé ṣé ni mò ń wò báyìí èmi náà ra lórí kò fún ọ̀ṣà rí pé mo wà lórí ọ̀fẹ́ máa fi mí pa ni ọ̀fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ ìyá rẹ̀ ṣe máa sọ pé ọkọ àti ìyàwó nínú ilé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn yẹra wọn mo dẹ̀ ti ní kíyàwó máa sọ pé sí bàbá nínú ilé yìí mọ́ tó bá fẹ́ wáìn mi á ní sí bàbá mo ní níbo nínú ilé yìí ajá o josh bread ló fi kan tí ṣẹ́yìn náà máa ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn kan láìkẹ́ ọ̀nà máa ń rìn wọ́n láyà èmi láìkẹ́ máa ń dip bread sínú tíì àwọn kan láìkẹ́ ọ̀nà máa ń rìn wọ́n láyà. Matthew sọ pé I went to Edo State in Irome wàhálà má ti dé ó ní 1 bag of pure water Mr. Koiki is 500 naira ṣó wọ́n ni ṣá ṣó wọ́n nàbó ṣó mi ẹ ti wọ́n ni brother mi Ayọ̀ íńtánẹ̀tì àwọn èèyàn wá ń rà nílé ó máa ń jó lọ ní Koiki ẹ̀yin náà tètè sọ̀rọ̀ ó máa ń fọ̀rọ̀ gùn mo fẹ́ gbádùn ẹ̀ but íńtánẹ̀tì mi jó ìkànnì fóònù mélòó ni mo lò 1 2 3 4 5 fóònù 5 èlé 6 lápò odi 7 TV wà ní 65 inch ní jẹ́ ń tẹ̀sí ẹ lójú 65 inch òun ni mo fi ń ríra mi bẹ́ẹ̀. I just want your children to have a better life. Má lọ máa kanlẹ̀kùn níbọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ní gàárì má fọmọ ní gàárì sórí tí Tinubu fi máa kúrò lórí oyè má fọmọ ní gàárì mú náà. Jagaban ọmọ Yorùbá ló wà níbẹ̀ kò jẹ́ ká máa mu gàárì àwọn mu gàárì sùn. Ẹ káwọn ọmọ iná lè jẹ gidi náà kó jẹun gidi Tinubu ló wà níbẹ̀ náà ó dẹ̀ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ báyìí o Jagaban ọmọ olódò ọdẹ Jagaban ó máa jayé kú tó máa fi lọ́ntì ẹ̀ ni òun àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ Ṣèyí Tinubu ìyẹn kàn make network ni big boy city boy kàkà kí Ṣèyí Tinubu jẹ kó wá jẹ Lagos State governor á dá gbogbo ẹ̀rú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín ẹ̀ ní kúure àwọn kan ní máa ṣe governor mọ́ wa lórí kò ní dá fún yín ẹ má kí n tún ṣe pé àwa náà wẹ̀ astagafurullah 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 astagafurullah. Kúnlé bakers $50 ló ti ná ní wíìkì nìkan láàrin ìjọ méjì síjọ mẹ́ta 2020 ó tuntun mú 10 wá ohun tó máa fi mọ̀ pé òun ti wọlé nìyẹn kò ní tán níbẹ̀ fún brother mi. Mo fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà tó ṣe wà ní àárín Ọ̀ṣọ́dì yẹn kó má lọ máa jalè lójú títì máa lọ yọ fóònù kí ló ń yọ fóònù tó bá wà lọ yọ fóònù wọn máa nà wọn máa dági bọ́ máa pa lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àwọn ará Ọ̀ṣọ́dì yẹn burú àwọn ará Ọ̀ṣọ́dì burú tó bá ti lọ yọ fóònù lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ìtòtò wá fóònù ni pé ẹni tó yọ fóònù tán náà pa yẹn ọmọ ẹlòmíì tuntun ti yọ fóònù yẹn Ọ̀ṣọ́dì ẹ̀yin ará Ọ̀ṣọ́dì Koiki wọn náà má máa ṣe ogun yẹn náà òun bọ̀ nílé níjọ́ kan ọ̀rẹ́ má bínú mo ṣe olóòṣà ẹni tó yọ fóònù tó pa ẹlòmíì tuntun ti yọ fóònù yẹn ó ti lọ́ntì ẹ̀ crime náà wà nílùú yọ Middlesbrough is one of the worst place láti gbé ní UK ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀kọ́ tá mi lọ gbé níbẹ̀ wọ́n náà ń ta drug wọ́n ń ta cocaine wọ́n ń ta bọ́n gbogbo nǹkan ló ń ta ecstasy gbogbo Middlesbrough ọlọ́pàá ti sú ọlọ́pàá àwọn ọmọ 13 years old. Don't you want a better life? Abdulrahman, I was once almost a victim of that at Ikeja. I mean, the man won't that ní Ikeja long. Man won't. Tó máa ń bẹ̀ mí ni wọ́n ní ká wọ bọ́ọ̀sì máa ní ẹni sùúrù mo tí wọ́n dáadáa mo máa ń wo bọ́ ṣe máa ń rọ̀ṣì wọnú mọ́tò gbígbìgbì èmi dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pọ́ ọ̀kadà làwọn máa gbé ọlọ́kadà dẹ̀ máa ń gbowó gidi lọ́wọ́ wa original di mo kí yín ẹni tó bá sì fi pè láyìn ẹ̀ ṣì wà open nílò fóònù ẹ̀ fún ẹni tó bá fi pè mo kàn ń bá àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí ẹ mọ̀ kí ni expectation wa àwa nísìnyí ti mọ expectation tiwa àdúrà tiwa nísìnyí ni pé káwa tètè lọ kó tó di pé Tinubu máa ṣe tán because tó bá lọ gbé El-Rufai tó bá lọ gbé Ahmed Lawan mo ní Sàràkí fi jẹ president kí ló ṣe máa ń pa àwọn Sàràkí ní Ìlọrin yẹn náà orúkọ ọlọ́mọ ń pè wọ́n náà ẹran mi létí Mr. Gbadamosi Ismaila mo kí yín orúkọ ọlọ́mọ ń pè àwọn Sàràkí ní Ìlọrin ó ti pa dynasty wọn àwọn ọmọ Mali ẹ̀rí tó máa ṣe dẹ̀gẹ̀lẹ̀ òun àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ ambition ẹ̀ ni pé kóun náà wá di president Nàìjíríà bó ṣe wà yẹn Sàràkí green snake under the green grass bọ̀bọ̀ tá à ń rí bó ṣe wà yẹn ó wicked ju Tinubu lọ bó ṣe wà yẹn mo ṣeré mo kàn máa ń rójú ẹ̀ pé bó ṣe wà yẹn lè máa olóyè lọ́mọ kò wá ń ṣe olóyè tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa o. èmi mọ̀ nípa yẹn astagafro ààrẹ náà ni kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Elédùmarè mùsùlùmí ló bí mi sí and I cannot leave that mo bá máa tẹfá kí n máa bá babaláwo sọ̀rọ̀ mùsùlùmí ṣì ni mí ẹ má ẹ̀ka máa mú religion to I don't like that lórí platform mi right now we believe in what we believe ìyẹn kọ́ ló ní ká má lọ síbi tá à ń lọ tàbá fi dọ̀bi tá à ń lọ tàbá fi lọ́bi tá à ń lọ gbogbo ọmọ adébẹ̀ àìtí fi débẹ̀ torí pé àìtí ní understanding àwọn ọmọ tèmi ti jẹ àwọn ti yó nísìnyí ǹjẹ́ àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà ti jẹun sọ ti yó nígbà tí Tinubu wà níbẹ̀ ká tẹ̀ sọ pé Buhari ò jẹ́ ká rí jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí burúkú ni Buhari gbogbo terrorist ló kó wá tó jẹ́ ká gbádùn náà tí Tinubu wà níbẹ̀ ṣe bó yẹ ká máa gbádùn ni now that Tinubu is the president. The expectation is that we should be enjoying, we should have a better life, at least to some extent. But it does. Àwọn kan ní no, Koiki ó ṣì ń stabilize economy ni o. Ṣé o ti rí Cardoso, Wálé Ẹdùn, finance minister, Cardoso, central bank, àwọn tí Tinubu tò kalẹ̀ àti bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń ṣe immigration yẹn. Èmi náà lọ sí Nigerian embassy láìpẹ́ màá lọ gba Nigerian passport. Mo fẹ́ wo bó ṣe máa rí. One everything ti wà okay. Bishop Adesina ni voodoo economy. So Baba Akintoye is now sent to Tinubu. Can you put this for me there? Thanks. I will have it later. That boy, he doesn't finish anything. This is the message for Tinubu. But is he going to listen? We love him. And I'm not joking now, but we are concerned that kó má jẹ́ pé à ń sọ fún nísìn wọ́n lè ṣe kú kó gbádànù sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bó ṣe wà yẹn. Babangida is not satisfied yet. Ìyàwó mi béèrè pé kí ló dé tí Tinubu ló ń kí Babangida nílé? Ṣé torí pé kò lè ṣe bí wàá gbé sínú mọ́tò? Why is Tinubu going to visit Babangida in Minna? When Babangida should be the one to come to Aso Rock, you can see the power that is still playing. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà ni voodoo economy in Tinubu, subsidized dollar. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní dọ́là wa ti wà ní ó ti depreciate by $1.2 billion or somewhere around there. I read it in one of the papers. The dollar from the foreign exchange. What do you want after Tinubu's government? I'm speaking to Yoruba people that voted in. Let me ask and be honest. Kò lẹ́sẹ̀ ìwà gbedebe. Ogori wheelchair ló máa gbé sí àwọn tó lọ sẹ́nà wà ní UK now. Babangida will be on the wheelchair. Wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé mọ́tò débẹ̀ helicopter lọ drop ẹ̀ sàn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé padà. How many of you voted in 2023 and you now regret that it was not worth it? You could have supported Yoruba Nation. We just want to know, how many of you? Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Gbàdàmọ́sí ní Koiki, ìwọ dẹ̀ tún padà sẹ́yìn bó pé ní journalist. Babangida ló ṣì ń control Nigeria. Tinubu ọkọ̀ fi Tinubu síbẹ̀ kó bá manage ẹni. Very weak element. How many Yoruba people, I'm not talking about Igbos or Hausas, ọmọ Yoruba mélòó ló vote in 2023 and you now realize that it was not worth it and you will never be part of that anymore. Yoruba nation left anything. How many people? What is your expectation after Tinubu's government? We are not expecting anything from Tinubu's government. Some say Koiki, Oma Funwani parliamentary, Oma change the constitution. Some even say state police. I don't know when that is going to come true. All I've been hearing is the state police coming, but I don't know when that is coming. How many people believe that you ever get a state police? Hey, Yami Olasunbo, Sangolana, Ekabo, Ekrole Mami, Shalafia Lewa. Àwọn ìyá dáadáa. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn brothers and sisters mi. Kill expectation ní with Tinubu. Or you just want to leave Nigeria as it is and kí wọn náà kọ́ struggle, kí wọn náà ká òṣàríṣe one way or the other. O máa jalè ní, o máa connect ní, o máa rẹ́ni gbé ọ wá abroad ní, or whatever, however. Ǹjẹ́ wa Yorùbá ǹjẹ́ à ń ronú future? Or we just stick to the day-to-day life and, you know, sister wa kan kú, wọn máa ń ṣeré lọ́dọ̀ Jennifer, Kolomba Foriji. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram, I'm going to go and come back. Kolomba Foriji, I was told that she's very good actress, a Yoruba girl, or Yoruba woman rather, not a girl, because it would be wrong for me to use a girl. A Yoruba woman. She died, age 40. The cause of death, I don't know. But I can only pray for our family left behind. Ajijangbara Muke. Are we ever thinking about the future? Olamilekan Oladele ni, Mr. Koiki mi o, kódà bọ́ fún mi ló máa gbà mọ̀ ní vote. Ǹjẹ́ à ń ronú future? And if we're thinking of the future, what future are you thinking of? A future to fix Nigeria. Tony Aegis, gbogbo àwọn ti Belgium. Mo máa ṣeré wá, ó kù díẹ̀. A kò ní láti oyè yín. And I might drive down to Belgium. Màá wọ Belgium, màá wọ France, màá wọ Germany. Tony Aegis ní Koiki jọ́ tó bá ti wá àtẹ́kọ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ní brother mi kan tó ti ń bẹ̀ mí pé Koiki anytime tó bá ti sọ pé ó ti yá. Mo ní kó wà ní mọ́tò tèmi, ìwọ ṣáà gbé mọ́tò tiẹ̀, ìmá tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn. Mr. Ṣẹ́gun ní Tinubu is only playing pranks. Pranks ò máa ń ṣe tó dáa. The word pranks, ẹni tó ń fìyàn ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. Àjòjì kò gbọ́dọ̀ gbálẹ̀ wa TV. Wọ́n ní good evening, the voice of Oduduwa, the white lion. Mojúbà yín o, mojúbà àwọn ayé. Mojúbà gbogbo ìṣàlẹ̀ Yorùbá pátá láì fẹ́ nìkankan sílẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bọ̀ wọ́n bó ṣe jẹ́ ká bọ̀ wọ́n. Má torí pé Kristẹni àti Mùsùlùmí tí wọ́n bá lè ṣe fáwọn èèyàn lówó kó ṣe kò má tà, kò bàwẹ̀ jẹ́ o. Wọ́n lé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní Saudi Arabia kìtàkìtà ní o. Ẹ̀gbọ́n tálájà yẹn sọ. Bí a ká tún gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ìyẹn náà láti tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yẹn mo lè ti lọ make sure pé mo ti fi gbọ́n phones yẹn sí charger at least, you know, so we're good to go. Are you enjoying the program? And I'm being honest now, you know, Yoruba people at home, we don't have any problem pé fẹ́ràn Tinubu. I mean, it's meant to be love. If he has done, àwọn èèyàn ní Tinubu ṣe nǹkan fáwọn táwọn lè gbàgbé. Mo kí ẹ Kentos bó ṣe ń ju love yẹn. Adekopalẹ̀ mọ́. Ọláìyá Igwe ṣe Tinubu ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fóun tóun lè gbàgbé. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún kò ní gbàgbé. Bọ̀ ó jáde padà, ó wá sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ń dà pọ̀rọ̀ tóun sọ nígbà yẹn. Ẹ̀mí tó sọ fóun nígbà yẹn bí ẹ̀mí yẹn ò sọ dáadáa o. Dizimani, we should write a new letter to President Bola Tinubu that he should negotiate with Yoruba self-determination freedom. Even if I know, I will not say. But I know that there are things going on quietly. You know that Tinubu is the president. It's not possible. So there's now a protocol to get to the president. And I'm sure we all understand that. That is where negotiation comes in. And those kind of negotiations will even have been completed. What is also Tinubu, and we're going to wait for the outcome. I wish that Tinubu can have a roundtable discussion with the Yorubas and the Biafra, regardless of whatever is intake. It would even be a stepping stone that he has a listening ears. He is not like the Buhari, dead or alive, because Buhari Ogbon Buhari no hear nata. Kogba ko. Enter our Lord Mixela, mo ma gbàgbé yín. Ọlọ́run ní gbàgbé yín láíláí. Àṣìjọ níbi 1 hour. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ kú àdúró tì mí. Kentos ní àtẹnujẹ ló máa pa most Yoruba people. But àtẹnujẹ yẹn gan kò wọlé mọ́ bí ti tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé expectation àwọn Yorùbá ni pé tí Tinubu bá débẹ̀ bóyá wọ́n máa rí owó tó pọ̀. Business á máa flow, owó á máa flow wọlé. And at the end of the day, owó yóò flow wọlé o. Many people have not seen money. How many Yoruba people have seen 1 million naira in the last 1 month? I am not talking about people that are doing well among us. Àwọn kan wà láàrin wa ẹ má parọ́ tẹ́ wà Nàìjíríà. But ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ pé level kan náà lè máa ti ń jẹ́. I'm not joking. Look, I haven't seen 1,000 pounds in some very good months. And months. Kò ṣe pé owó òwọlé tó ń jáde, bọ̀ pé ló díndín níbo ló ti òun ṣe drug ni nílùú òyìnbó. Àwọn brothers ẹ̀ tó wà ní àwọn kan wà tó náwó yẹn, má get me wrong o, but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn má ẹ̀kọ́ gbọ́ o. Ike ò ṣe ná mọ́ nísìnyí, but wọ́n dọ́gbọ́n sí kákọ̀ọ́ra dé mọ́bẹ̀. But there are people that are hard working. Iṣẹ́ ẹlòmíín faṣẹ́ mẹ́ta, iṣẹ́ mẹ́rin. Ara ló ń bọ̀ wá fàbọ̀ sí lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Olórí ẹbí mo kí ẹ, kátó ló ń jẹ́ White Lion kẹ̀. How are you, my brother? Ẹ̀yin náà tún White Lion, how are you? Ṣé White Lion lẹ́yìn náà ń jẹ́ ni? Àti adé méjì nìyẹn o. Oyèkọ́lá Ridwan mo kí gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà ní ọjà ọ̀dàn. Ṣé rí pé a ti tanná nísìnyí gbogbo ẹ̀ bright lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn inú òkùnkùn la wà. What is our outcome? Pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu, for those of you that believe in Tinubu, especially, okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká fà àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà labroad. Kí lẹ expectation yín pẹ̀lú Tinubu? Tajudeen Rahim and the rest of you like that. Tẹ́ ní kí n tọrọ owó látẹ̀ nǹkan pé Koiki ó tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ owó ni. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀. Those of us that are diaspora, Moki Mr. Lukman Olaide, Princess Adebimpa Woniyi, Grandma Shingbomi, Lukman Olaide, tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo máa fi ń dárúkọ gbogbo yín wọ̀n bí mi dá kí n kàn lárúkọ mọ́ yín lórí. Ìyá mi Olúwa Bùkọ́lá, mo fẹ́ pè the other one yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan sọ pé Gbádébọ̀, but ìsìn Gbádébọ̀, mo mọ̀ bí mo pronounce ẹ̀ dáadáa mọ́ mi, ẹ má bínú, ayé ẹni mo kí yín. Okemite, ó ní bàbá wa kan, wọ́n ti kú nísìn, pa SL Edu, olówó bí yẹ̀pẹ̀. Àwọn ará Ẹ̀pẹ́, big grandfather ló jẹ́ fún mi. Àwọn tó bá mọ orúkọ yẹn, wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn yẹn lówó, àwọn ọmọ Èkó gidi. Pa SL Edu. When things were good, Yoruba people kì í tọrọ jẹ. A máa ń bù àbùtán fáwọn èèyàn. A bá bù àbùtán fáwọn èèyàn. Yorùbá lèèyàn máa wọnú ilé ẹ̀. A bó oúnjẹ fún atúnfún láṣọ. A wá gbówó lé lórí. Délé Momodu ya tètè ya sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ ti pa mí sínú DM kò lè tèkẹ̀ mọ́ ó yá gbé ohùn jáde pé èmi gan ní project everybody wá di ẹ̀bà wọn kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ Mr. Koiki ẹ̀bà wọn kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ má bínú pé mo kanu sí yín èmi ò ń bínú o ọmọ tèmi náà bá wà nílé lórí social media máa di alágbègidi màá jẹ́ kí ebi pa mí kú màá jọ oúnjẹ ọ̀tá mi gan tó bá fi nǹkan ṣe pọ́blẹ́mù tiẹ̀ nìyẹn tí bá dọ́dọ̀ bàbá God mà nígbà tó fún mi lówó ìbí okú mi sínú Nàìjíríà mo bẹ̀ kó gbé mi sínú ìlú òfò yẹn màá tún máa bú bàbá God tí bá dé heaven tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé hellfire náà là ń lọ the same thing náà ni. We need Yoruba nation because Yoruba Association came to Japan for my last flight. Brother mi lele èèyàn gidi ló máa join ike. Kábíyè. Ẹ̀yin lẹ get back sí mi o. Ẹ rántí bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń jà fún wa ní Japan yẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá yẹn. Ṣé àwọn pé màá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀? Mr. Real One. Mo mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ World Boxing Champion. Gbogbo àti wòjà bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn rí nà ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ mú picture wa. Àmọ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn ni èèyàn ńlá ló wọnú program Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè o celebrity gidi jẹ́ ń pín ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé níbi tá a sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó bá lóye sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ rántí pé bá chief sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ get back sí wa mọ̀ ẹ get back sí mi ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ní nọ́mbà yín Scorpio ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi máa sọ mo ti rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì tẹ ní Japan máa sọ lọ Japan kẹ èèyàn ńlá ni ẹni tó bá mọ brother wa tó ń jà ní Japan òun ṣọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn o gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ mo fẹ́ lọ mú picture wọn jáde mo máa lọ mú picture wọn jáde fún yín ní sẹmárì Scorpion àwọn ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ gbà yàn tó bá gbá ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ báyìí ṣe ti rí ẹ get in touch pẹ̀lú mi olóyè gan fi bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ pè mí mo mọ̀ pé mo understand the situation one. Some of them will have no choice than still kind of represent Nigeria. But Omo Yoruba tata gidi ni. And I know that not because he's with us tonight. We have been privileged to speak with him before. Ó lè láwọn iṣẹ́ tá ṣe máa ó gbọ́ Japani ọlọ́run ọdún tó ti wà níbẹ̀ brother wáyé olóyè dẹ̀ mọ̀ dáadáa in case you don't know him ẹ̀rí pé ó jálà èmi ò jálà pure ọmọ Yorùbá àwọn ògo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn àwọn tó lè jẹ́ prime minister ni ìwọ tó wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ èmi pé ta ló máa jẹ́ prime minister wa ṣé Scorpion ò lè jẹ́ prime minister wa the first Yorùbá prime minister kò ní di English kí ló fẹ́ fi English ṣe Yorùbá náà la máa fi communicate Modi Indian president Yorùbá èdè ẹ̀ ló fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìwọ ló ṣe máa lọ máa ṣe translation láti gbọ́ nǹkan tó bá ń sọ mo kí brother mi lẹ́ǹkan ṣe káàbọ̀ sórí ètò mo tètè mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin ni má bínú àgbọ̀dọ̀ fojú pa yín rẹ̀ láyé ẹ jẹ́ àwọn lélẹ̀ ẹ̀yà ẹ̀dá. Ọlọ́run ni kò gbójúlé má gbọ́kàn léèyàn ẹ̀rí pé mo tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ilé tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn Ìgbòho ìwọ ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ gbágbá àwọn ẹlẹ́àfẹ́ mẹ́rìnyà máàyàn àwọn ẹlẹ́àfẹ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yan ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ irú àwọn ilé òdùn wọn ní jẹ́ kó máa jà lójú títì tá bá jà lójú títì ọmọ penalize ẹ̀ bó ṣe wà yẹn mo mọ̀ kí brọ́dà mi ló wà pẹ̀lú wa èèyàn gidi ni I am the beast òun ni ẹ lọ follow wọn ẹ pè mí ẹ send message sí mi pẹ̀lú nọ́mbà yín ẹ má fi sórí program wọn tún lélẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń ràn lára wa ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó dáa ni ìlú tá a kọ lọ wà yẹn tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà tó lọ join wa pẹ̀lú àwọn ràkàtíà yẹn ó ti dá brain wa rú. We are 30 minutes to the end of the program. so that at least èmi náà lè sùn dáadáa lálẹ́ ìyókù tún dọ̀la lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ má bínú pa pẹ́ ká tó jáde. Shout out to those of you that are watching us on Twitter. The Yoruba in diaspora, you have a big expectation of this government, just like we have that same with Buhari. And I know what I'm talking about because I follow the Buhari trail from 2014 until he became the president in 2015, especially from the diaspora point of view. I can see that the same energy came in with Tinubu, even though some Peter Obi wanted to knock Tinubu out, and also there was a lot of diaspora that funded Peter Obi from outside. They spent a lot of money. But Tinubu is not stupid. He knew the game better than Peter Obi. That is why they call him Jagaban. Tokyo 77 in Mukia, brother me. I'm asking before we go in the last 30 minutes, Mr. Moses, when we begin to do things in Yoruba language alone, we will achieve everything that we needed or we need. English language is a taboo for now. Benny. What I want to know is that the diaspora that supported Tinubu, hey, Mokiyami, Tony Ade, Victoria, Wana Kweto, Eshegoni, Mommy, Ekabo Soreto, Afoju Panyere. Mo rí pé nǹkan rẹ́rìn, mo wá mọ bí tẹ́ ti rẹ́rìn yẹn torí mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ sẹ́yìn. But mo kí yín mà, and we recognize everybody, àtẹni tó comment, àtẹni tó comment. Àtẹni tí ẹ̀ ń support Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì tẹ́ wà lábẹ́ ètò. Bíbá ẹ̀yin náà fi wá gbọ́n nǹkan tèmi náà sọ. Lóyìnbó lọ́ bá ṣẹ́ dé. Wọ́n kí ẹ dáadáa nígbà brother mi, àwọn tó dá ẹ mọ̀, wọ́n ní the real scorpion. A máa júṣe fún yín o ní Japan. Ẹ kóró èkó wá sílé. Kódà ẹ bá wa fẹ́ ìyàwó kan látọ̀hún, akọ́ fún yín lọ́mọ Ìbàdàn kan lé lórí tẹ́ bá délé ni. Torí irú yín ò gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ ìyàwó kan. Ẹ gba gbọ́mọ Japanese wálé. Àwa fún yín lọ́mọ Ìbàdàn kan lé. Ẹ bá dẹ̀ tí iná ọmọ Ìbàdàn kan tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ bá tún lọ́mọ Japanese náà kò pọ̀ jù. Bàbá mi Ọláyẹmí Adéyẹmí, ẹ ti fa gbùrú lọ. Dádì. Àwọn bàbá yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ 35 years. Wọ́n rò pé káwọn bá rìtáyà, ìjọba máa sanwó fún wọn. Ìjọba ti ná gbọ́. Ibo ni máínà wà? Bọ̀bọ̀ máínà yẹn tọ́nu kówó pension jẹ. Ṣé àwọn pọ́ọ̀tì release bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó ń pè ní Wàdúmè? Ta ló mọ Wàdúmè? You know there is a lot of things that is going on in Nigeria that sometimes we can lose plot. Ta ló mọ Wàdúmè? Bàbá Adéyẹmí mo mọ̀. Ẹ ti fa gbòòrò lọ. Àwọn ọmọ méjì ló wà ní graduate tó níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Bàbá tí mò ń sọ yìí. Wọ́n ti wà pẹ̀lú wa for the last 3 years. At some point, wọ́n fi tẹ̀lé Onítìrì, mo gbà sí fún wa pé Onítìrì wò. Ẹ̀yin ró Onítìrì rí ni. Wàdúmè. How many people remember him? Ṣé àwọn pọ́ọ̀tì release ẹ̀? Ṣé àwọn pé wọ́n nígbà tó dé ìlú ẹ̀ padà? They gave him a rousy or rosy welcoming back home. Yoruba, Òjò ni wá, including myself, ẹnu la níbi àjàkàrà. Olóyè nìkan ló ní àyà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi Pastor Mo, he was given heroic welcome. Ẹ mọ iye sójà tó náà pa láàrin pé ó fi try láti rescue ẹ. You know that there's a lot of things going on in Nigeria that sometimes you just be asking that. But táwa bá ṣe lè nísìn, lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ wọ́n máa ní àwọn ọmọ Ìgbòho ni o. Àwọn ọmọ Ìgbòho ni o. Tokyo ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, ó ní Koiki ká comment tèmi náà. Some diaspora don't know the value of language and importance of it. Mo kí brother mi Olúwatósìn Ọ̀nàsànyà. Yorùbá tẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kọ́ iná ní ẹni ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun bàbá mi Olódùmarè yóò bá mi wà pẹ̀lú yín. Ìyẹn easy láti kà. Ẹ̀ẹ̀kọ̀ fàmílì lórí ni. Wọ́n ní the entire state welcome him. Mr. Olajide Sami sọ pé thanks my brother. I stop people greeting me good morning because it is a cost. It is a cost. How did we get to where we are? And how do we pull out? This is where we are saying there will be negotiation. There will be pressure. look, I can say that kaja. To be honest with you, if Tinubu comes out and say, Koiki, all right, tomorrow, bam, Moibo, boom, declare Yoruba nation, mo fún yín ní go ahead. Kíákíá, mo gbọ́n owó gbogbo owó tó wà lákàntì ìyàwó mo ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì mi lọ́lé tèmi nìyẹn. Á dẹ̀ máa bá mi nílé, máa lọ prepare ìjẹ́bóde fún wọn. If Tinubu gives that clear coast, that Yoruba nation, Biafra, Arewa, tó dẹ̀ dúró ti pa pé ìtẹ́bá fi ṣe ní kẹ́ṣe, we will defend it. That is the final straw. That is what we are saying to him. Is he going to do it? Does he have the balls to do it? Would he be able to do it? Bàbá mi Adéyẹmí sọ pé, Koiki, what you don't understand is that the greater percentage of who met this struggle are betrayal. You know, when we started, many people have a different agenda. People like Taju Rahim. Níbo ló wà báyìí nísìn? Engineer Taju Rahim. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ sign. Remember they were signing to endorse Tinubu. Colomban ti brother me, Frank Bello. He never followed them. I haven't spoken to Frank Bello now, only God knows when. He might be watching it quietly. I don't know. But it láyé bó wọn lọ support Tinubu kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn dá dúró òun. There is still a lot of Yoruba diaspora that believe that Tinubu will do something. There's always betrayal in everything in life. Ẹ lọ wo movie tí Monica lọ wò yẹn. Ẹ rántí movie yẹn kíní kan ó tẹ̀ kí n tún wò lálẹ́ tí bá tètè ṣetán nísìnyí máa gbé sí. The wages of fear. The wages of fear. And that is the only thing that kills human quicker. Ṣé mo pẹ́ lómi wàhálà ò tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ gan Nàìjíríà gan. Koiki tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ogun lẹ wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ló kàn ń sọ lórí social media báyìí. Ogun la ti ń jà láti 3 years ago. The only difference is that we've been fighting it through the social media. Fighting gidi ni o. You can see people that say that we will stand with Igboho and we will not allow anybody to stain his name. Give kudos to them. Yoruba Wuyi, Arole 1010, Baba Ekiti, Mas B, Lady K, Yeye Dara, Iyalaje, Mike Ola, the Yoruba World Media and the home-based media, the independent media, the bloggers, the writers. Do you know how many journalists at home that are fully Yorubas? I cannot tell you which newspaper they work for because I will not compromise them. I chat with them. They send me message on a daily basis. But when Koiki, abroad lower, my kawa pariwo beye. But ijo to ba ti dele, we're going together. Plenty Water, Plenty Water 77. Only 24 years, Tinubu did nothing in Lagos State. But you know she in Lagos State. Only Tinubu transformed Lagos State. Jagaban. They might be on Twitter. I know you can't see my face, but I just want the map to be there. Only Tinubu ṣiṣẹ́ ní Lagos State. Kí ló dé ta tó wá ní kò ṣiṣẹ́? Mo kí ìyá mi Àbíbá ẹ bá wà lórí ètò. Ìjáyà mo kí brother mi. The voice ìyàwó mi like voice ìjáyà tí bá ti ń play báyìí ló máa ní ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn kọ́ nìyẹn mo ní òun náà ni. Bàbá mi Olúwatósìn ní mo ti mess yín o bàbá mi Koikimedia Olódùmarè kò ní jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ ṣé gan ni sà. Bàbá mi Moses ní prayers all the time is that may God allow Nigeria government to misbehave unto the tribes that will not allow nonsense and war will break. Ọ̀rọ̀ ńlá lè máa sọ yìí pé kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kí àwọn tribe kan àbí ethnic group kan nínú Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n misbehave. Ó lè jẹ́ àwọn Haúsá yẹn why are the Hausas very Bishop Adesina ní pé parí ètò gbogbo yẹn ṣe sùúrù 15 minutes náà ló kù. We've done 2 hours 42 minutes. I won't take it more than 3 hours, and I will not be coming out till probably again another day. So let's enjoy the rest of the 15 minutes. Bishop Adesina, this is one of the reasons that fight for post to use the office to disintegrate the movement. Many people came into this movement and they derail it. But they didn't realize that our account, but only job money, we are not going anywhere. We stood our ground. Muki our Janet Fashakin. If you have that small piece of land, don't think about doing a big farm. Just do the one that can feed you and your neighbor. That's all. Mr. David Aroke said, what will be the take home from this tonight? The take home is we will not relent from the struggle of the Yoruba people. The Yoruba people remain the reasons why Nigeria is holding. And you also want to say, it is my first time on your program. My observation, your program tonight is not focused on any issue. You raise different issues without exhausting if you are more to another, because it is not a full broadcast and you join the program along the line. If you have listened to the program from the beginning, which I want you to go back, I stated it that this program, you can see that it's not titled. Now I think you should apologize. This program was not titled. If you go and look at it, you will not see any title. You just see Koikimedia, that's all. And if you've listened from the beginning, I said it clearly that this program can dive into different angles. And we are always focused here. I know you said it's the first time, but we hope that you'll remain here and you can catch up and learn a lot. And just to tell you that I read your comment. And I've not cursed you yet. You're dealing with a very highly intelligent man. I've lived with the English people for 24 years. And at least I know what it takes when it comes to you want to get yourself out. Plus so many things that have come onto my desk. I can see Nigeria from where I'm sitting. And I'm not doing a movie that I'll be telling you everything. There's so many things that has to be classified. It has to be like that. So, as we are just 15 minutes to the end of the program, go back and watch the movie, The Wages of Fear. The moment we remove the fear from who we are, Nigeria will fall apart like that. But a lot of us are still very scared. Very, very scared. I knew that because when people phone and say, I don't want to mention my name, you know that they are scared. Because why don't you want to mention your name? Nobody's running after you because you haven't committed any crime. But I understand. Nigeria has come to an end. And there's nothing that you can do to do it. Plenty Water 77 said, and I quote, you can understand where Nigeria is by measuring the quality, the margin between public school and private school. Even private school is no longer up to date anymore in Nigeria, and I'm not joking. Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel Adeyemi. If you're watching me from the north, now go there. I have a few of you that are watching me from the north. Until date, as I speak to you, every broadcast I come out, Sultan of Sokoto makes sure that it is recorded. I don't know why, but he knows I know. Anytime I go live, they have a studio that do my recording, the Sultan of Sokoto. Because they know that we are different breeds of Yoruba people that have stood out and say, we are going. And that is why Tinubu is a weak element. Mr. Moses says, yes, Olayomi, you're right. I have been living with the English people for 39 solid years. I sense too that they are very tactical in doing things I used to date too. I live with them. And not just live with them, I study the politics of this country. From day one, I did. From the Labour Party to the Conservative to the Lib Dem. Politicians around the world are the same. And the English are very, very cunning individuals. So Babaki Toye, in our just 13 minutes to go, remind me to say to Tinubu, you will be the last president that we would love to see. We don't want to see any more nasty president in Nigeria. But that is again entirely up to Yoruba people. Mukiawa Lizzie, Betty. If Yoruba people say we still want to be, I am born in UK, I've also seen a lot of discrimination. I was not even born in UK. I've talked about Stephen Lawrence. Stephen Lawrence was killed by 3 white men. He died with a stab wound in 1993. TJ Majek said, Koiki, at this point, those who want to hear should already have. You have been consistently making your point about the Yoruba should be on the lookout for. Because we have 99 Yoruba people that will stab us and only one is ready to fight them. That is what we are dealing with. So we might have to neutralize those 99 so that that one will become the next generation to hold that baton. If not, 99 people are ready to pull us down. I am not doing a movie. I went back to Nigeria because I wanted to hear and listen. Because I was told when I started that, it was just not possible. But when I went back home, I knew now that it was very, very possible. But that is not for public consumption. And you can go and verify. At least, I met with Ikuba Bayeye, the former Alaafin of Oyo. Not once, not twice, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. And I know what Baba Adebanjo said to me as well. So let's give Tinubu another message tonight. The man who bears the ultimate responsibility for the next steps for Nigeria beyond this point is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He can choose to go maneuvering, wheeling, and dealing on and on until Nigeria explodes in rivers of blood. And I'll take that again. The man who bears the ultimate responsibility for the next steps for Nigeria beyond this point is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is currently in Lagos to celebrate Eid. He can choose to go maneuvering, wheeling, and dealing on and on until Nigeria explodes in rivers of blood. Mokiya Midada, Miss Betty, Timothy Teledu Mariki. Olorun jẹ́ kí mi jọra mi lójú because I sit here on the screen. Popular. I was popular before within the Nigerian community for 10 years. I never regret serving them. I paid my dues. I worked hard. And my wife never complained. I come back home late. Moving from one point to the other, making sure that the community was showcased. So don't see me as somebody that never participated in the progress of Nigeria, both here and at least a little bit back home. I contribute my quota as a former student of Abeokuta Grammar School, 95 sets. I paid my dues, even if I have not in the last couple of years. I attended every meeting I was privileged while I went back home on holiday. I don't come back home and sit in Victoria Line. I won't tell you where I was staying when I was coming to Lagos. But, oh wow, oh Mokada to me as a diaspora. It was very risky. I took the risk because I just wanted to experience. I had privilege to cars. My uncle was cursing me. Bomake. Ofe pare. Mo fún ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ mọ́tò. O abandon ẹ̀. O ń gbọ́kadà kiri láàrin Èkó. Ṣé o mọ̀ pọ́kadà máa ń pààyàn? Mo ní àwọn tó ń gùn náà kò pa wọ́n. My mom never knew all this until she probably started hearing some of these during live show like this. I was taking Okada from Alimosho local government all the way down to Victoria Island, Ikoyi. So don't see me as somebody that is new when it comes to your suffering at home. I witnessed it, I saw it. Sometimes 11 o'clock, Mushiwa Nikeja along. The only difference is my Bokada because I have the money. Money was down for Tero to one way. Toshin being lost songo long. Tetu Majila road then pada loseko. I visited Balogu Market. I went into Musholosha, Nibitot in Tagbo. I have all these videos, even though my Facebook page, Timoshini 2007. I've been online since 2007. Yoruba Nation Lojako below. So don't think I'm sitting here because I hate Nigeria. It's just that we didn't know as much as what we know now. Adli ni Mugboni by 1914 amalgamation. Now that we know about it, it's entirely up to Tinubu whether he wants to go through what the most powerful leaders have done before. Yugoslavia to start with. Slobodan Milosevic, Slobodan, Milosevic. He was a former leader of Yugoslavia. What be, what raw, what soften. But Yugoslavia ti tó láti pín. Ó náà wọ́n nígbà. Ó náà wọ́n nígbà. Yugoslavia padà pín. Ó pín lójú ayé ẹ̀. He eventually died during his trial for the death of innocent people in Yugoslavia. Gbogbo eléyìí is just under 1991. Kò ń ṣe tó pẹ́. Tinubu has the option to decide. You might say, but Koiki, kí ló dé tẹ́ ṣe lè nígbà tí Buhari wà níbẹ̀? It's because the 99 Yoruba people were stabbing us at the back. While we were moving, they were stabbing us. They knew that we, and when I say we, I calculated those that were the genuine 1% that wanted the true freedom to cross the borders. But and I can sit here and tell you that without going into all the details. They knew that. They infiltrated it. Itoku will be another way around. Or Tinubu can go through the other way around. A president of the Soviet Union between 1985 and 1991. Simon Ekpa was just born in 1985. Some of you say Simon Ekpa is causing problem. Like he said yesterday, when I was listening to him for 2 hours, I have all the time to listen to him. He said, and he said, and I quote, Mukiawa Sherifat Agbabiaka, was there a problem before he was born in 1985? in terms of what the Biafra wanted? The answer was yes. Problem Tim Be Koto de Uwabi Simon Ekpa in 1985. I am older than him, but he's also a very strong individual in his own ways. You don't have to like them, but let us pray that God gives them the strength to push and leave. Some of you don't even know him. Simon Ekpa was running for Nigeria. I don't know whether it's 400 by 400. I know some of the Biafrans are here that might be able to tell me. Onsari for Nigeria. Before he eventually left to live in Finland. Simon Ekpa was not born in Finland. And he said something yesterday that I will share with you. Simon Ekpa is a trained military personnel from Finland military. Hey, Tim Montombo. This generation is different from our Babadi Banjo. We love them, we appreciate them. I did ask them a question before I go tonight. Daddy, kí ló dé tẹ́yin ò ṣe kúkú jáde tán kájọ ṣe Yorùbá nation. Bẹ́yìn ṣe ń ṣe yẹn ló dáa. Ẹ jẹ́ káwa dúró lórí restructure. But ẹ̀yin ẹ má gbà fún wọn. Ẹ dúró lórí ìtẹ̀fẹ́ yẹn. Ìtẹ̀fẹ́ yẹn náà làwa náà fẹ́. But they will not tell you this openly. I am not making this up. Kò ń ṣe márùn-ún, kò ń ṣe mẹ́wàá ni mo rí Baba Adébánjọ. Up to his residence in Ìjẹ̀bú-Igbó, where there was no light, there was no roads. Olówó kan láàrin olóṣì. And this is where we end the program. Don't think we are joking. You might say we are joking, and I'll leave it like that we are joking. Wọ́n ní gbogbo aṣọ kọ́lá ń sá lórùn. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Yorùbá nation, àwa sì múṣẹ. Lágbára Jésù Kristi. Jésù àwa pẹ̀lú wa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń condemn Jésù, please leave that condemnation. Leave the condemnation of Islam. Let's focus on the real conversation. We will not fight because of religion. I was told now that Simon Ekpa competed for Nigeria in the sprint. Do you know what that means? Why has it changed? One day, Simon Ekpa was working for Tinubu. Tinubu has now given order for Simon Ekpa to be arrested. Simon Ekpa has also given order for Tinubu to be arrested. I pray Tinubu doesn't go to Finland so that he doesn't get arrested. Have a very good evening and enjoy the rest of the day. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, Yoruba Nation, OLAKUNLE. Thank you so much. We are in the maze. Okay, there's another movie called Maze. If I didn't mention your name, please don't take it personal. It's just that probably we didn't catch it along the line. I think we started early and we did very well. Odo agbewa kò ní bí ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dàlẹ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣe mọ́kàn. Ẹ wà láàrin wa. Ẹ ṣáà fi mọ̀ tó fẹ́ lọ. Bẹ́ bá tẹ̀ mọ́ gan, ẹ lè stop it. Nobody can stop a movement. Yorùbá nation jù mí lọ. Ó jù Bàbá Akíntóyè lọ. Ó jù Ìgbòho lọ. Ó ti kọjá ntẹ́yìn ro. Àmàdélẹ̀ lè rí. Jésù nìkan ló mọ̀. Ànábì ló mọ̀. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ló mọ̀. Bọ̀ pé ànídélẹ̀ lè rí yẹn kò sí bàbá ńlá ẹni tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo máa ń sọ sẹ́ Amẹ́ríkà ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o. Ṣé kàkà ń tẹ̀mí ṣé mo lè mọ lórí báyìí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí? Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, kàgbéga fàlèrè. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹ́jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. At some point, I know the Nigerian anthem, but it's fading away slowly and slowly. Ẹ ṣé gan ìyá mi ní Gẹ́tì. Ó dàárọ̀, ó ràn yẹn lọ́mọ sí. Good night. Bye for now. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ. I love you so much. Bye for now. Koikimedia backup team. Thank you so much. Bye for now.